Want to talk? Thank you, Jean. No, you're all set. One of the things that's come up when I'm coaching directors on TV shows is something that you guys should remember, something I believed for a long time. Basically, because of an archaic system in LA where we have a showrunner and we have different directors for each episode, which no longer works. But because of that, a lot of times actors, my directors that I coach, are faced with the fact that they have actors who are, they did an audition, but there's a couple of problems that are coming up that's pretty amazing to me, because these are actors you would recognize their faces, and you may even know their names. I'm terrible with names, so I won't know their names. But basically, what they're saying is that these actors come in to their rehearsal or the reading or whatever. There's no rehearsals really. But they're complaining that they're on set and the actors have these preconceived ideas about how they're going to do the scene, what the character is, and everything else. And it's taking a long time to break them out of their ideas and get them back into collaboration with the other people. Okay? Something that we've been talking about in classes for a couple of years now. But you really need to understand that the heart of your job is to find the heart of the character and then to connect that heart to the other person in the scene. And that's it. That's your job. It's not, your preparation is your preparation, but you cannot arrive on that set preconceiving anything about what you're going to do. You can have a strong sense of your character. You won't fully get your character until the character is connected, just like in real life, okay? You need a strong sense of it. You need to know the story in your heart. You've got to read that script like you read a book or something without being worried or analyzing it or any of the other stuff. You really got to come in there and be ready to go with whatever comes at you, okay? So don't get preconceived about how you're going to do the scene. And this is a star of one of these plays, has it all figured out. And the thing is, that's not going to work today. Doesn't work today. This is a new deal. This industry has changed drastically in 5-10 years. So what we're looking for is authenticity, in the moment acting, not preconceived acting, and the ability for you to truly surrender to the story, to the character, and connect to the other person like your life depends on it. That's your key for any acting you do, whether it's theater, Antoine, whether you're on stage, whether it's in film, whether it's a self-tape or a Zoom callback. That's your job, okay? You got to have self-tapes that show us in the first 10 seconds the essence of the character and show us that you are connected, like your life depends on it, on the reader. Okay? That's what I heard that the other day from one of the casting directors. That's the key that they're looking for. Can you do that in the first 10 seconds of a self-tape? And if you can, they know you're going to be okay on a set. Does that make sense? Got it? So that's a good thing to be aware of. This thing has changed drastically because of the audience, the technology, the way scripts are written. Very different today than what happened just 5 years ago. But the key to acting, the essence of acting, has been the same for 100 years, hundreds of years, okay? Your job is to find the heart of this character, which isn't something that makes logical, intellectual sense. It doesn't, all right? And the thing an AI can never do is be a human being. And your characters have to be flawed. They have to be human. They have to make choices that make no sense. They have to be in the moment and struggling. They have to be conflicted, okay? All the things that an AI can't do. And if you come to the set with everything figured out, you have to understand you can be replaced by a computer now. because the computer will do that better than you. All right? But it can't be messed up human, do stupid things, okay, that make no sense, and truly have these in the moment precious little bits of film that the AI can never do. It can never do that. Make sense? So that's the thing to work on really, really hard, is finding the heart of the character and the story. I will be really simplifying as we move into the LA workshop, which will start probably January, the in-person one. And we'll start, the online workshop will start next month, I believe. And that's the thing I'm going to be working on, that very simple process, okay? Not a lot of intellectual, not a lot of talking, which I should shut up now, but a lot of doing it. You learn acting by doing it and by truly being in the moment. So we'll work on that as well. Okay, nothing else? Anything else? Then let's get going. It's going to start with Jean and Antoine, correct? Doing a scene from The PITT, which I highly recommend you watch. Pretty incredible TV show. Why am I hearing myself, Sean?
Hearing yourself.
I'm hearing an echo of me. Like I say something and right after I say it, oh, it went away. Okay, so everybody else is going to turn off your cameras and your microphones, except for Jean and Antoine. My view, okay, hold on, we have this thing. Oh, wow. Okay, we're having technical issues now, John, because I am still getting that back thing. I'm hearing myself talk. I don't know what that is, and I'm not getting the screen set up that I want.
For the scene up, you're on a laptop right, and you would go to it looks like the little boxes.
You're breaking up now.
You want.
Okay, what do I have to pin. Okay, vocal is very, very messed up. Okay, so I got the two of you, but I've got everybody. Okay, guys, we'll get it working. I don't want a gallery, do I?
You probably want gallery, but without yourself.
Yeah.
That should work. You can left click yourself.
Yeah.
And you'll get some options that you'll find interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I think the okay. I think this will work. I've got everybody listed down below me, Jean. What is that? I'm going to go to speaker and see. I mean, yeah, that works better. And Jean, I'm getting not a landscape. You do multi-speaker? Okay. And you, I'm not getting a, you're on like a, what's the word I want?
What are you seeing?
No, multi-speaker is a little better. I'm seeing you in like an iPhone thing and not a landscape thing.
How about this? Does this work?
Now you're on your side.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, that'll work. It's just we got that kind of iPhone video image,
Let's see.
not a landscape.
Okay, I'll try something else.
Oh, I see what I can do. Oh, I figured it out. That's good. Uh,
Okay, are you able to see me pretty clearly?
boy. Yeah, now we have that audio problem again.
Okay, this
And
should
you,
fix that. I'm not sure.
yeah, that fixed that. Can you see your picture? Because I can, it's just black.
It's blurry. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
blurred and it's,
see.
you're barely can see your face.
Okay.
That's better. You're still very dark.
Oh. I've switched computers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That.
Okay. That's better. It's a little cloudy.
I'll, I'll get a I'll get something one moment.
Okay. Technical things. If anybody has anything else they want to say, that's fine as we're fixing this. I think this works. Yeah, let's see about different views. I think I'll stay with that. Okay, so this is a scene from
The pit.
the pit, episode 4, I think.
It was written number 3 on the scene, but we didn't have the full.
Oh, it's our, but yeah,
Right.
it's scene number 3, yeah. But episode 4, I think.
Let me check if it's written.
No, that's okay. It doesn't matter.
All right.
It's, it's almost like I want to tell you, clear your lens, Jean. It's like not sharp at all. That's a little better. And now you're muted.
I think that's about as clear as I'm going to get it for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We can work with that. Okay, ready.
Yeah.
And action.
You got a sec?
For you, boss, I got 2. What's up?
I've heard there's been some inconsistencies with the meds for your patients.
What?
Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzos from the ER?
Yeah, I've been stealing blood too.
I asked you a question.
Wait, you're serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos, whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
Yeah, you didn't have to. I told you, she's trouble.
Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
It's insane. It's fucking completely insane.
I need you to open your locker.
Yeah, right.
Open your locker.
You're gonna regret not trusting me, man.
Your fucking locker, or I will have security come down here and open it. The imprint code gonna match the imprint code on Louis Librium? Go home, Frank.
No, no, it's not like you think. You remember whenever I helped my parents move, I was too cheap to pay for movers. I hurt my back. I told you that. You teased me about it. You remember? Well, our own Dr. Hagen prescribed me some pain medicine and muscle relaxant. I was just weaning myself off. It was just maintenance. I'm done. Robbie, come on. You know me, Robbie. You know me, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was trying to.
Trying to what? Steal pills without getting caught?
It's not like that. You don't understand.
I don't fucking understand.
It's not like you think, okay? I'm not high. I'm not high. You've seen what I can do, Robbie. Could a drug addict do what I do?
Apparently. And I just fucking let him. You're done. Leave now, or I will have Ahmed escort you out.
Robbie.
You're done. What?
And cut. Okay, so here we have a TV show that's very much everything that I've been talking about for years. Okay, it truly depends on actors being in the moment. It truly depends on a heart-to-heart connection. And it's like totally in the moment acting, totally, through this whole thing. All right. Everybody in this show is excellent at doing that. And it's really a remarkable show. Okay, the thing that's missing now is a whole history between the two of you, moment before. Okay, moment before drags the entire history of these two characters with it. But if we don't have the moment before, we're not going to get this scene. Okay, Antoine, that was actually pretty good. All right, you pretty much have him. I want both of you to understand where we are in terms of what's going on in the ER. Okay, it's been a pretty intense day, right? Okay, so we need that in here as well. And Antoine, you and Jean's character, you guys are tight, right? So this thing is going to be the journey that you go on in this 2-page scene is monumental. Okay, you're close, but now you got to turn it up even more. Okay, I liked the moment before, but neither of you have been like working for 6 hours. Okay, everybody's a little too perky and everything else. Now that's the thing that we're talking about in the self-tape. I look at you, Jean, in the first 10 seconds and I say, you're out. You're not in the moment that the character is in. You're not in the moment before that he's in, okay? You have just heard from Santos absolute evidence, okay, that he is taking drugs, okay? And it's not just the one vial that she found. She's telling you a whole series of things, and she's checked it on the computer, all right? And you have just been betrayed in a huge, in a very busy time. Have we done, is the shooter thing happening yet? Or is that in the later episodes? Well, anyway, that's a later episode. Okay. But anyway, it's a crazy, you got 50 people waiting to see a doctor. Okay. This is a crazy day that you guys have had. However, it's every day for you. Okay. And you're an incredible team, the two of you. Okay. This is a chief resident and the attending doctor. Your connection is huge and you like each other. You're good buddies. Got it? And Jean, for you to get that evidence from us, right? I mean, these two haven't been getting along, okay? You kind of call her in the office and say, okay, what the hell's going on here, right? And she laid it out for you. She said, I don't want to do this, but so at the start of the scene, you are dealing with the fact that your best doctor and your best friend, okay, has done the absolute unforgivable thing. Got it? Okay, it's a betrayal of monumental size. That's the start of this scene, John. Okay? You're hoping against hope that he has an explanation that does make sense. Got it? But it's not good. Okay? No matter what he comes up with, it's not going to be good because of the evidence you've seen. Got it? But you're hoping there's something that's going to save this relationship and save you, this guy. All right? But that's moment before, guys, on your self-tapes, on anything, we're going to give you 3 scenes if you're going for a big part. If you're doing every scene like it's a first act scene, you're not getting the part. Okay? This is huge. I need somebody that has been betrayed by a friend and an incredible coworker. All right? I mean, this rips the heart out of you. And the key about the ER situation is we don't have a lot of time, for us to do the things that we want to do, which is a beautiful situation because it makes these scenes, the way all scenes are, very, very short, but huge in terms of the story that's going on. Got it? What you need to do, Antoine, is you need to understand, and you can't look for them, but you need to understand from what's happening to Jean, whether you're getting successes or failures, okay? In your monologue, you're doing the whole monologue the same way. And within the monologue are probably at least 5 or 6 changes that you make because of what's happening, because you're failing with the one guy in the whole world who you can't trust you. Got it? Yeah. And it's failing. Got it? And so there's going to be multiple changes that happen throughout this script. Got it? And I'm hearing myself again, Jean. And I guess it's okay. I'll just get used to it. And Antoine, as you go through this, it's not only that, I'm in trouble, okay? You have to understand your career is over. All right? You are no longer a doctor. Got it? Now, that doesn't happen right away, but at some point you're going to realize he's serious, and if he's serious, this is the end of me. Okay? And that's what the end of the scene is. I don't think you very easily just kind of walk out. I think you just stand there in shock and look at him until he yells at the nurse that comes in. Or maybe it's before that. I don't know when you're going to leave, right? But I just see, oh my God, it's over. Your life is over. Got it? This is how this thing ends. Let's go back and do that again. Is there anything else I have here? So when you're asking these questions, John, it's almost rhetorical, but you're hoping he hasn't, okay? It's like you're asking it as though it's a serious question. Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzoids from the ER? Okay. Now, you may not know if he's helping himself, but you know he's taking those drugs. Okay. He's doing something. All right. It's almost a rhetorical question because you're hoping he immediately goes, oh, fuck, here's what's going on, right? And has an explanation that'll make you, you're going to have to discipline him, right? But at least you can keep him, right? And then his reaction to this whole thing is just confirming. He's doing everything an addict will do when they get caught. It's almost like textbook, his reasons about doing this. Let's just get rid of this phone.
Oppatronic.com reply stop to opt out.
Okay. All right. So let's a great scene and a great lesson for everybody. Moment before is exactly what these casting directors are looking for in those self-tapes. Okay. If we're not in that kind of trouble, this is a third act climactic scene. If we're not in that kind of trouble, you're not going to get more than 10 seconds of their attention. Got it? Back to one. Ready. And hired. Look at the people that you guys have saved, the lives you have saved today. Both of you, okay? What a great team the two of you are. Got it? Ready? Action.
Got a sec?
For you, boss. I've got two. What's up?
I hear there's been some inconsistencies in the meds you've been giving your patients.
Let's back it up. I want this to be harder for you, Jean. If it's true, it's going to be the most difficult things, the most difficult conversation this guy has had in his career. Got it?
Yeah.
It needs to be, it's too easy, guys. Okay? I'm not talking about pauses. I'm not talking about anything else, but just you're opening a door. The idea of opening doors in acting, you're opening a door when you say, I hear there's been inconsistencies, right? You're hoping for an explanation, but a part of you knows there is none. Got it?
Yeah.
Let's start again from the start. I like that start. So it's kind of an in joke, isn't it? So he asks you, do you got a second? What do you say, Antoine?
For you, boss. I got two.
Right. Emergency room means, yeah, I got 2 seconds. Okay. It's kind of a, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Back to one. Ready. And action.
Got a sec?
For you, boss. I got two. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies in the meds intended for your patients.
What? What? What?
Frank.
Yeah, back to the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
you didn't hear it? Yeah, didn't hear me. Okay.
It's my fault. I couldn't hear, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Back to the beginning.
Yeah.
I want you to add to this moment before, Jean, the betrayal.
Yeah.
And also your part in it.
Yeah.
You have noticed some things. Okay? Got it?
Okay.
And this is your deal. You're the attending physician. This is going to come down on you too. Got it? So I don't need a happy, lucky guy. I don't need somebody. I need somebody to come in here in the probably worst moment of his life. Got it? You cannot go too far on a moment before, guys. And that's the thing that starts a scene. If that's not in place, the scene can't really start to roll. Okay? Ready. Action.
You got a second?
For you, boss, I got 2. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies in the meds intended for your patients.
What?
Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzos from the ER?
Yeah, I've been stealing blood too.
I asked you a question.
That was too fast. Okay, Antoine? That's back to an old Antoine trick of knowing what he's going to say. Got it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you're going to do when he actually mentions the problem. Okay, I don't know what. Much better start, Sean. Okay? Really have the courage. You can do this. Your acting is incredibly strong lately, okay? But you got to do it in the first second. You got to go way beyond what you think is appropriate in the first second. And that's a problem with a lot of these self-tapes. Actors are trying to do what's appropriate. We don't want to see that. Got it? Back to 1. Ready. Action.
Got a sec?
For you, boss, I got 2. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies in the meds intended for your patients.
What?
Okay, Sean, I gotta stop you because it's happened 4 times now. That line is too many words to come out that quickly.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's just take it from there. For you, from the top. That's good. Ready? Action.
Got a sec?
For you, boss, I got 2. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies in the meds intended for your patients.
What?
Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzos from the ER?
Yeah, I've been stealing blood too.
I asked you a question.
Wait, you're serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos? Whatever she told you is bullshit.
Let's do that line again. I need you really locked in. I need your heart connected to him. Permission to say anything comes from him. Ready? I asked you a question, given that, Sean. Your connection to him, John, is going to help as well. It's like, oh my God. Ready? Action.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos. Whatever she told you is bullshit.
I did not mention Santos.
You didn't have to. I told you she's trouble.
Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
John, very good adjustment. Okay, you've got him now. All right. That's the thing. Really, really go that far on your first takes. That's good. We're going to take it from ask a question again. Antoine, yeah, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop. The only reason for you to open your mouth or anything is Jean. Got it? And you're hearing some new stuff here. Okay. I mean, it's Santos, isn't it? That bitch. Okay. Got it? Go. And then what does he catch you on?
Yeah.
You jump to Santos And he's saying, I didn't mention her. Fuck. Right? You're coming too quick with your answers, which means you're not really connected to him. It has nothing to do with time. It has to do with connection, listening, and hearing information from the other person. Got it? Same spot, John.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing?
Back up. I want this. Don't shake your head like that, John. Okay. Don't get, I want just, it's almost like riveting. Okay. Daring him to lie to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the conversation is on a deep level. It's not on an everyday level. Okay. So I need you. The reason he's going to keep asking questions is because you're just looking at him more than anything. Got it? Same spot. Don't do anything. And action.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos?
It's too fast. Which only means that you're not really connected to him. Okay? Here's your best friend and everything. You got to get out of the idea, I have these lines, I have to say these lines. Got it? You don't have to say a damn thing. All right? You can sit here. This is the thing that actors do. They come into this thing and they know their lines. Got it? And the deal is that's meaningless. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Got it? You should sit here and when you say you're kidding, right? And from his reaction, things should go through your mind like, okay, I confess, you're right. I fucked up, okay? You could go there right away. Or maybe I'll deny it right away. Okay? No, that's bullshit, okay? Or maybe I'll keep going, you're kidding, right? There's a joke. Got it? You see what I mean? But you've already decided, I've got this line, I've got this line, I've got this line, okay? And you're discounting the 10 lines that this guy has, and then he picks one. Got it? It all has to do with successes and failures. Now, if he's not going to react in any way, I don't know if it's a failure or not. It's only by the intensity of the way he's looking at me that I'm going to realize failure. Got it? But if you're not fully connected to him, you're not going to get it. So you're coming with lines that are not connected to him, and as a result, you lose the audience. Got it? Everything you do in the scene is about him, your best friend, okay? Your mentor, the guy that taught you how to do this shit. Got it? That's the only thing you have to know. Ask him again, Jean. Ready? Action.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos?
Not a question. Say it again.
Santos. Whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
Let's go back. Now you're putting in actor pauses, Sean.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear him, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I asked you a question. Take it from there. That's better. Now let go. Now let go. Okay. Stop trying to do a good job, Antoine. Right? Ready. Action.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos, whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
You didn't have to. I told you she's trouble.
Thank you. Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
This is insane. It's completely fucking insane.
I need you to open your locker.
Right.
Open your locker.
You're gonna regret not trusting
Open
me.
your locker, or I will have security come down here and open it. Are the numbers on this going to match up with Louis Librium?
Let's back it up. Good. That's better, Antoine, okay? Because now there's a lot of variety in the way that you're saying those lines, and it depends on what he's doing or the energy that you're feeling from him, isn't it? Got it? And that's the way to go. I think that's much better. But you can not come into this scene. You see, the danger with giving you a note sometimes is that now you'll try to repeat what you just did. That can't happen. The universe does not allow that to happen. Okay? So don't try to do it correctly. Don't try to do it the way you did it before. Do it with Jean. Here's the only thing I want to do. You did something, you said, I need you to you put a Frank before one of these sentences, and you can't do that yet. Okay? No, you're serious here. You're deadly serious. Deadly is a very accurate adverb for what's going on in this scene.
Yeah.
It's deadly. Okay? Open your fucking locker, or I will have security smash it open, not just open it. Okay? So this is the writer giving you permission to go shit crazy. Okay? You kind of did in the first work of this, but because the beginning of the scene was so just talking to my friend, that
Yeah.
line came out of nowhere. Got it?
Yeah.
Now it has a place to come out of. But you can really, I mean, don't fuck with me now. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
As you're going through the stuff, there is a moment, okay? I mean, when you discover the pills, it's like, oh my God. All right? It's like, oh my God, it's true. Got it? Now there's absolute proof, but you're still going to ask, are these numbers going to match, right?
Yeah.
I need the moment of discovering those pills. I don't want you to overact it. I don't want you to give me an actor pause. I just want you to see the pills and realize, fuck. Got it? Cool. Let's take it one more time. Let's take it from the first open your locker. I need you to open your, no. Let's take it back to the beginning. Ready?
Very beginning? Okay.
Yep. And action.
You got a sec?
For you, boss, I got two. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies in the meds intended for your patients.
What?
Have you been helping yourself from the benzos from the ER?
Yeah. I've been stealing blood too.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos, Whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
Start that section again, Antoine. I want you to surrender. I want you to give your whole performance over to Jean. Okay? Got it? You're backsliding on that one. You backslide. I want you to let Santos have it because, okay, you've had problems with her. She should be kicked out of here, right? And now what has she done? I need you guys to go. Let's go. That's not a polite scene. Ready? I asked you a question, John.
Okay.
Action.
I asked you a question.
Wait, are you serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos. Whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
You didn't have to. I told you she's trouble.
Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
It's insane. It's fucking insane.
I need you to open your locker.
Yeah, right.
Open your locker.
You're gonna regret not trusting me.
I need you to open your fucking locker. I will have security come down here and smash it open. The imprint code on these pills is going to match Louis' Librium. Go home, Frank.
No, it's not like you think, Hope. You remember whenever I helped my parents move, I was too cheap to pay for movers. I hurt my back. I told you that. You teased me about it, remember? Well, our own Dr. Hagen prescribed me some pain meds and some muscle relaxer. I was just weaning myself off. Just maintenance. I'm done. Robbie, come on. You know me, Robbie. You know me, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. And you said, I was trying to.
Trying to what? Steal pills without getting caught?
But like you don't understand.
I don't fucking understand!
It's not like you think. I'm not high. I'm not high. You've seen what I can do, Robbie. Could a drug addict do what I do?
Apparently, and I've been fucking allowing it. You're done. Leave now, or I will have security escort you out.
Robbie, please.
Done.
Ooh, ooh. Okay, guys. Now you're in the ball game. Got it? Okay. That's got to happen on a first take. Okay. Now I've got the story happening. It's changing because of the dynamic between the two of you. It's taking off, and that's good. Yeah. Finding the pills is like, oh, fuck. Okay. It's almost like he didn't have that. Okay. He even left the pills in his water. Oh my God. Okay. Everything is pointing to a big problem, and every excuse he gives is a typical addict excuse. Got it? From your best friend. He's sitting here lying to you, you know? That was cool. I like that. We'll do one more from the top. This one is yours. You've got to surrender to it. You got to forget everything that I've said, and you've got to just let this thing go. The ending of that scene, John, is a keeper because I saw a guy who was betrayed and hurt, and then I saw him make a decision. Okay, back to work. You know, which is the insanity of this show, is what's going on around you. Back to one. This one's yours, guys. Let them go. Connect like your life depends on it. When you first see Santos, I want you to put put a little more force into that. Okay, it's almost like I want it to be said like that bitch. Okay, instead you're going to say her name. Got it. Back to one. Moment before. And action.
Got a sec.
For you, boss, I got two. What's up?
I heard there's been some inconsistencies with the meds intended for your patients.
What?
Frank, have you been helping yourself to benzos in the ER?
Yeah, I've been stealing blood too.
I asked you a question.
Wait, you're serious? What are you doing? Really? Santos. Whatever she told you is bullshit.
I didn't mention Santos.
I didn't have to. I told you she's trouble.
Have you ever taken a patient's medication?
This is insane. This is completely fucking insane.
I need you to open your locker.
Yeah, right.
Open your locker.
You're gonna regret not
Open
trusting me.
your fucking locker or I will have security come up and smash it open. Are the codes on these pills going to match those from Louis Lithium? Go home, Frank.
No, it's not like you think, okay? Remember, whenever I helped my parents move, I was too cheap to pay for movers. I hurt my back. I told you that. You teased me about... You teased me about it, remember? Well, our own Dr. Hagen, he prescribed me some pain meds and muscle relaxing. I was just weaning myself down. It was just... I'm done. Robbie, come on. You know me, Robbie. You know me, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was trying to...
Bill, you're trying to what? Steal pills without getting caught?
It's not like you don't understand.
I don't fucking understand.
Not like you think. I'm not high. I'm not high. You've seen what I can do, Robbie. Could a drug addict do what I do?
Apparently. And I've been letting it happen. You're done. Leave. Now. Or I will have security escort you out.
Robbie, please.
You're done. What?
And cut. There we go. Okay. Now, when you get the tape, I want you to see the difference between a first take, okay, and that last one. Got it?
Yeah.
That one was good. We're in the moment. The thing is changing depending on what's coming at you. That's the key to the scene. I got to tell you, it's like Shakespeare, right, Antoine? The only way to do it is you have to be in the moment. And this is what's happening with these scripts. There cannot be any preconception of how we're going to do a scene or what's going on, especially in a well-written script. Got it? You got to be in the moment, and you have to understand it's the other person. It's all the other person that you have to go to. That was nice, guys. I like that one. All right. I like the ending of the other one more than this one. You kind of left too quickly this one, John. Okay. But no, I like the end when you finally realize I got to just leave, and you leave. Okay. So there's no timing thing that happens. The other thing you had permission to do, don't forget this, is I can say, where is that? I can say, wait, are you serious? And I can go right from there. I can go, what are you doing? Okay. I can mix those up any way I want in the moment. Okay. And so you've got to understand that those were that one line that actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thoughts happen in that one line. Okay. That they can come in whatever order they want to. Got it? But Santos has to be last. Okay. Because it doesn't have to be, but he's going to say, I haven't mentioned Santos. He's going to say that at any time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice, guys. Any questions about that?
Well, I'm just wondering for in the moment, for like having the word come to you, however the order, is there still like not a stigma, but like a rule in TV, particularly where the writer is head of the show? Or is that a problem? I don't know. It's a pointless question, but
I don't know how often I have to say this. Okay. The script is written how many days before, how many weeks before? Okay. The script is written. A script is a screenwriter's attempt to get the actors, the key grip, the cinematographer, to get all these people into the area where the story is. Okay. There isn't a screenwriter in the world that's going to insist that you be real, or anybody worth there. There are some assholes, but okay. The deal is anything goes, especially these days when you're on a set and you're connected to this other person. Anything goes. Got it? As the character, I can't have an actor improving because that's not the character. That's an actor improving. Okay. But I can have you connected, and these things that when they come can change a little bit. How you say it is obviously going to change depending on the reaction of the other person. Okay. And now I'm getting the sense of betrayal, John, and how badly this guy is hurting you. Every scene is a love scene. Right. Okay. And so that's the thing. Because we're actors, we're supposed to find the heart of the character. You have to understand that means this is a love scene. Okay? And this is a tough one. This is a hard one. Get it? So that's the simplicity of it. But you got everybody that watched, I'm sure, can see the difference. But this is the deal. That's your reality today. Being able to do that on a first take, on a self-tape, on a Zoom callback, being able to do that and connecting to that reader no matter what, okay, that determines whether you're going to be successful or not. Because every good script out there is written this way. And it's demanding that you be in the moment and you go. Okay. And the screenwriter doesn't expect you to be word perfect. You have to be word perfect in your own process, so you figure out how this character talks, how this character puts sentences and words together. You've got to do that. But then in the moment, preparation time is over. And that's the thing you guys got to, I can't go on the hockey rink remembering, okay, when I'm going this fast, I have to remember to, okay, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, but you don't see a piano player, a concert pianist going in there, okay, here comes the hard part. I really need to remember, okay? No, you go, you surrender to it. You surrender to the music, you surrender to the game, you surrender to the character. And the other person is the most important thing in your life. And then the thing takes off. All right. But there's an example of exactly the changes that have happened in this industry and where you guys have to be, where you have to go. Got it?
Yeah.
Good work. Good work. And good for everybody to see, too. What's next?
Thank you. Thanks.
Rachel? No. Maryam. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Did you get my script?
I do have a monologue from his three sisters, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I sent it yesterday.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I
Hold
might
on.
need someone to say one line right afterwards because the nurse comes in at the end. I had sent it to Besta, but she helped me once before.
Yeah, I can help you out. No worries.
Okay, yeah. So just at the end, if you can just say what's wrong.
Yeah. The same
This
place,
is
right?
after, like, I'll turn around to see the nurse and then, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's down. This one's ready. Okay. Ready. And monologue, you can start whenever you want.
One day, this is after Sarah passed away. And Katie, you had just left for college, or maybe it was the summer before, but you weren't in the city. And Rachel, you started spending time nights out, all night out. So it wasn't uncommon that Dad and I found ourselves alone together at night. And I didn't need much help with schoolwork. And, well, Dad was mourning. But sometimes we would watch a film together after dinner or a TV show. It's a time I still think about a lot.
This comes off. Oh, thank you, Jean. As a result, this comes through as a person acting, okay? And not as the character, all right? Now, the thing that helps us in preparation for this is to be very aware of thoughts, okay? Why is she doing this? Why is she talking to Katie and Rachel? Why is she saying this? Why is it important that she says this?
Well, they're both Katie and Rachel, writing their obituaries about their dad. Like they're just giving their story, like their moments with him. And I have a different experience. So we all had different experiences with our dad. And so I'm finally giving my opinion because, like, I've been the mediator and I feel like I don't get to say how I love Dad, and that's my, like, intimate moment with him.
No, I don't think that's it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, definitely.
What is the point of this monologue? What's the point that she's trying to make? All of that is true, and it's all plot. It's very true, okay? But I can get that from plot. I could get that from somebody give me a synopsis of the scene. I can get that from there, right? And it's true. I don't mean what you're saying is wrong, okay? But why is she saying this? Okay, on page 69, you don't have the pages. I want you to do that. I want you to take that, ... that. If I can remember, take it from there. Just do that part right now without thinking.
That if I can remember, the only way to sum up a person's life, the only way to put things in perspective, what they did, who they were, how they loved, who they loved.
But that's a dash. What was she going to say?
And were loved was
Okay.
yeah, they loved us and we loved them.
Well, this is the point. She's trying to make the point of why she's saying all this here, is that the only way you can really, here we are writing words about summing up a person's life, and she's trying to tell them from her heart, you know, the only way that you can really do this, you know, is you got to live with the person, or I don't know how she's going to sentence it, but the point of the conversation will be the end of this sentence that gets cut off. Got it? This is the whole point of telling any of this thing in the monologue, is the only way you can really know a person, you can't sit down and write about a person's life. The only way you can is to live life with him or something. I'm filling in the last line, but you can fill in whatever you want. Got it? That is the only reason this monologue is there. Got it? But right now, there's too many pauses. There's all this stuff going on. There's all this emotional stuff going on. Emotions will happen if they need to happen, okay? As she's saying these things, as she's remembering these things. But the point is, you know, I got to tell you a story. Dad and I used to watch TV, and when we saw a death scene, he used to say, you know, that's bullshit because of this. Got it?
Yeah.
That's what this monologue is about. But you've got all this pausey stuff going on in between here, which we have to look thoughts. It's important because a thought is ended with a period and a new thought begins, okay? This is how come punctuation can help you guys a lot if you use it in your preparation. Got it? But right now you're taking that first line, which basically is a thought. One day, this is after Sarah passed, and Katie, you had just left for college. It was the summer before, but you weren't in the city. And Rachel, you were spending a lot of nights out. So it wasn't that common that Dad and I found each other in the same room alone together at night, period. Got it?
Yeah.
But you have broken that up into
I
about
did.
8 different thoughts. You see what I mean?
Yeah. No,
It's one
definitely.
thought.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
she's
you're
very
just trying to set up. Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something about writing about a person's death. Okay. I remember Dad and I used to, you see, that's the purpose of this monologue. And the deal is right now, the purpose is, whether it's subconscious or conscious, the purpose is the actor wants to do a good job.
Yeah, I guess I was in my head about like it's a monologue, so I have to experience it, and I'm like not getting to the next line before experiencing it, but that's getting me out of the scene completely.
It totally does. Yeah. And you know,
I
you
know.
don't need to do that. I mean, how long have we been working together? Okay. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, woman, you have a huge heart. You don't have to sit there and show us they are going to happen without effort in you. You need to let go of this emotional bullshit stuff.
Yeah.
All right. You don't need it. There's some people that are so closed off emotionally and so protective of their heart, right? That we need to do stuff. We need to do emotional work with them. We need to, do some emotional exercises with them or something, right? With you, we don't need to do that. Okay? You just need to make a point to your two sisters who you love desperately. Got it? It's a love scene, and you're helping them. We can't just sit down and write. It's a really hard moment for her. She's really trying to connect to her sisters and tell them, look, I got to tell you this story because we're sitting around and we're going to write about dad's life. This is bullshit. Okay? But she's not saying that this time. She's taking her time and really explaining to her sisters, okay, let me try to really tell you. Okay? Got it?
Yeah.
So in this thing, again, it is a monologue, but there is no such thing as monologue. You've heard us say that many, many times, right? It is a dialogue. So there has to be a Katie in the room. There has to be a Rachel in the room.
Yep.
And sometimes the permission to say these things, to say, oh, and remember you were out all night, Rachel, you were spending a lot of nights out, and so, okay? This is said to people.
Yeah.
And right now it's just about you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you know this stuff, and this is the thing that I was working on with you more than anything else. You're at the point, my good friend, okay? You've got to trust yourself because you can do this shit in your sleep. All right? You've gotten to the point where you can really do a good job. But the deal is you got to trust yourself and let go,
Okay.
And the only thing you got to do is explain to Katie, okay, and Rachel, right? Okay, two entirely different human beings. You got to explain to them why we're wasting our time. Got it? And you got to do it with love.
Mm.
All right, let's just do it again. Don't worry about it. I really want you to see Katie, okay? And when we do this, when we're looking at people, when we're connecting with people in our imagination, the easiest thing to do is see them move, okay? So what would Rachel be doing? What would her
Like
expression
scrunched
be?
over. Yeah.
What would her expression be? And shaking her head, I don't know. And Katie would be, Katie, so if you can see them move a little bit before you start, that's going to help you because it gives you I've got to help, I've got to bring us together here, don't you? Yeah. Ready?
Mhm.
And you go whenever you want.
One day, this is after Sarah passed away, and Katie, you just left for college, or maybe it was the summer before, but you weren't in the city. And Rachel, you were spending all your nights out. So it wasn't uncommon that Dad and I would find ourselves together alone at night. I didn't need much help with schoolwork because, he was still mourning, but we'd watch a film together sometimes after dinner or a TV show. This is a time I still think about a lot. It was calm. Well, one night we were watching, one night he got really upset about something we were watching. It had something to do with someone dying or something. Um, he wanted to explain to me that the death we were watching in the film had no relationship with how it was in life. That in movies or in books, the way, or anything else, the way death was explained was wrong. That the act of putting it in writing or watching it on screen had it all wrong. There's a big lie, what we were watching. that if I can remember
Mhm.
the way to sum up someone's life, or the only way to put things in perspective, the way they were, what they did, how they loved, or how they loved us.
What's wrong? No, he's sleeping. It's just time for me to leave.
Cut. Okay. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I felt like they were
That was
they were
about as
way more
good.
real.
Yeah, that's about as good as this monologue can get. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not ready for it.
Okay. No, I mean, that's one way, and you would find 5 or 6 other ways. We'll do it one more time just for fun. Okay. But you would find 5 or 6 different ways of doing this. I want you, definitely you look at the tape that Sean sends. Okay. Because here's exactly where you are. And it's exactly what I'm telling you. You know, the first take was an actor performing. Okay. And this one was a real person. You were definitely connected to both of those sisters. They were very different people in your mind. You know, even the thing, you know, I didn't need much help with homework, and you kind of looked at Rachel, I think, okay, as if unlike
Yeah, I
you,
didn't realize
you know, unlike what we had to do with you or something. There were all these incredible moments, and the emotion, okay, was huge when you said, you know, where is it, that thing about, yeah, and you know, he was still mourning and all that stuff. Yeah, you didn't have to do all that work you thought you had to. This is the time I still think about a lot. There was just a little moment in there where we saw your heart. Like, oh my God, I miss Dad, right? I'm gonna miss Dad. You didn't have to work at it. You didn't have to show it. But boy, did it zing through the lens and hit us. Got it? Without effort. Because if I have the character and I know how important it is to get my 2 sisters to understand, you know, writing about Dad isn't right, you know, and to really bring us all together, which is her mission in life here. Okay. Yeah. Then this thing just takes off, and that was wonderful. Okay. It really was. And there's the difference here. You've got to start trusting your ability to do that, Maryam. Okay. Because you can do this easily. I just told you, cut out the shit. Okay. And you said, oh, okay. And you just nailed this thing. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
I want you to have absolute faith on just being there before you do a scene on a set, wherever you are, and say, okay, I give up. Okay, I just give up. I know I can do this. I don't know how I do it. I don't know, you know, I'm
I
just
know.
going to do it. Okay. So the one thing we all have to understand is characters and story use us as an instrument to tell the story. Okay. And the deal is the actors have to get out of the way. Because if the actor is thinking about what they're going to do, or just that little thought, I really got to show the emotions that are going on before I say this line. Okay. No, that's not what human beings do. You know, that was a great example for everybody. When you got to the thing about, I still remember that a lot, you know, when you got to that precious moment, you didn't try to put the memory in place beforehand, like, you know, sitting there going, yeah, Dad and I used to watch TV. I remember that a lot. Okay. That's me doing a very bad job of it. You didn't do that at all. But actors do that all the time. Emotions don't precede the event. Emotions are a result that comes after saying something. All right. Okay. And it surprises us. And we don't wallow in it, and we don't, you know, do any of that stuff. We just let the thing happen. One more time, just get back to her. I think it was great that may help you. The idea of imagining these two people and really seeing them move beforehand, that's a nice little trick. That worked well for you. So do that. And this time, this one's yours. Just have fun. Whenever you want.
One day, and this is after Sarah passed, and Katie, you had just left for college, or maybe it was the summer before that, but you weren't in the city. And Katie, you were spending all your nights out. So it wasn't uncommon that Dad and I would find ourselves alone together in the house at night. And I never needed, help with schoolwork. And well, Dad was still mourning. So we would watch films together, sometimes after dinner or TV shows. It's a time I still think a lot about. It was calm. Well, one day, Dad was really upset about this one show we were watching. I don't remember what it was, but it had something to do with someone dying. And he was trying to explain to me that the death we were watching on the show had no relationship to what it was in real life. That movies and books and anything else that tried to explain death had it all wrong. That the act of just writing it in words or on images is where it all went wrong. A big lie. This thing we were watching. That if I remember, the only way to sum up a person's life, the only way to put things in perspective, who they were, what they did, how they loved us, or, how they were loved.
Wrong. No, he's sleeping. It's just time for me to leave.
And cut.
No.
There's another real good one. Okay.
No clue.
Good.
Yeah.
That's where you are. You're right at that point, and I talk about that a lot, where we just let go and we don't really know what happened, okay? Because the character really takes over. Once they say action, the actor no longer has any work to do at all, okay? The character does all the work, all right? That's the simplicity Meryl Streep was talking about when she talks about how simple acting's going to be, that we all need to take up knitting. Something hard. I like that one too. It's very different from the other one, okay? But it's still absolutely Christina, And I love all the way through, especially at the end, because you're ready to continue. And who interrupts you? Fucking Kelly. You look at her like, you were angry at her for interrupting you. Then you saw the nurse. Then you realized what's happening. Then you got in that little moment, look at all the things that happened to her, if you were aware of it or not.
Not at all.
She was pissed that Katie interrupted. She sees the nurse and realizes, oh my God, oh no, he's okay. Phew, okay? You had like a mini story within that moment that's not in the script. Okay.
Yeah, because I did feel like I wanted to continue. I was like, I actually was like I felt like I was actually gonna continue, and then I had that moment. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Very, very well done. Okay, both of those, and that's the thing. Just more than anything, for you, it's going to come from practice. You got to do this all the time. You got to be, in a class. You got to be working on your own. I don't care, but you got to be doing acting as much as you possibly can, okay? With other people, or have somebody, do self-tapes with people, because this now becomes a matter of practice for you to trust it, All right. Because when you trust yourself, and it's everything I saw in class with you as well, as soon as you got out of your head and just trusted yourself, these characters would show up and take over. You got to understand, you've got that now. You have the ability to do that, you know?
Yeah, I
And
know.
you just
I kept falling for that same trap every time. I'm like, okay, like
well, you're not
monologue means
alone.
this, scene work means this dynamic means that. I feel like I'm going more into that just rather than just like playing with it and whatever comes, comes, you know? And you're like, and when it does, it's
Exactly.
so easy. I'm like, no, I can't be that. Like,
Yeah. Well, it all comes, this all stuff, and I'm not pointing out you because it's true with all of this. It comes from a belief that our society and culture has taught us that we can't possibly be good enough.
yeah.
Okay. And it's why there are so many Google acting classes and you're overwhelmed with all these formulas about, oh, this is what you need. Oh, this is what you need. Oh, this is what you need. You don't need any of it. And what we just saw, everybody that was walking, was a great example of she doesn't need any of that. She needs to trust herself. And when she does, the tools that we were born with show up. They take over, the character takes over. And both of those are wonderful takes of this monologue. Yeah. So trust is something, it's not a very easy thing because trust comes from repetition, repetition, repetition. And having what happened to you today, having that happen at least once a week, okay, having it happen more and more and more, that's where the trust comes from, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I know if I just jump in and have no clue of what's going on, it always works. But if we're not practicing all the time, we don't know that it always works. So we will default, because of our ego and our defenses, we will default to something that we think does work. Got it? Questions?
No, that's cool.
That was pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Didn't have to work too hard. And that's the thing to understand. That was very easy to get you there. And it has been lately, and you just got to practice it.
Fucking trust it.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but trust doesn't come unless it's practice, 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 The brain surgeon trusts the fact that he knows how to get in there and fix a brain, okay? But it's because of the hundreds and hundreds of times that he's done it, And that's the key for all of us. We have to practice, 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 like a hockey player, like a piano player, so that we trust ourselves. And that's where you are.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. Moving on. What time? Oh, cool. What's next? It's morning in LA, and I'm not the most organized person in the morning. Oh, we're doing imitation game. Is that next? Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. That'll go there. That'll come here. And we're all set. Okay, so I have to unpin that one. And now I have to pin. Yay, Besta. Haven't seen you in a while. That's cool. And Stephen. Good. And let me just see. That's good. I like that one. Okay, we'll try that. All right. So moment 4 is critical.
Yep.
And I know it's a weird in the car, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. Ready?
Wish me luck.
Yeah. Ready. And action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. It's not safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to leave, and you need to get very far away from me.
Alan, what's happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you home, and
find you another husband elsewhere.
What's wrong with you?
Joan, there's something I need to tell you. I'm a homosexual.
All right.
Men, Joan, not women.
So what?
I just said.
So what? I had my suspicions. I always did. But we're not like other people. We love each other in our own way, and we can still live the life together that we want. You won't be the perfect husband. I can promise you I harbored no intention of being the perfect wife. I'll not be fixing your lamp all day, waiting your return from the office, will I? I'll work. You'll work. We'll have each other's company. We'll have each other's minds. Sounds like a better marriage than most, because I care for you and you care for me, and we understand one another more than anyone else ever has.
I don't.
What?
Care for you. I never did. I only needed you to beat Enigma. And now I have, so now you can leave.
And that's a cut, I guess. We have another page.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the slapping. I just zoned out. I was thinking about have to slap him and I zoned out.
Okay, so all you have to do, okay, is just go like that. Okay.
Okay, I can
You
do
just
that.
go
Even
like-
if-
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Even on a live set, you understand that we're not actually going to slap the other person. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to miss by about that much. Okay. But we're really going to commit to it. And the person getting slapped is going to commit to it. And what the camera does at that point is going to make it look as though you nailed him. Okay. When you actually didn't. Got it? It's not stage combat. That's a different deal. This is stunt work, and you got to miss by a mile. Okay. So yeah, you just do that, and Stephen will sell that. Okay.
Okay.
So, well, we'll do it again because we got to start this stuff over. The only thing the character knows, the only thing the actor can do is the moment before. Okay. So, Stephen, I think you're there, but why are you doing the scene? What is the purpose of the scene?
I'm trying to save her. She's going to get arrested for treason.
Well, that was going okay until you said she's going to be arrested for treason, and now you became her lawyer rather than her lover. Okay, right. So we got to be careful about what we let the character say. Got it? Yeah. You have got to save the love of your life.
Yeah.
And the only way to do it is to get her away from you, right?
Right.
And that is huge and heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Okay, but you have to love her enough to get her out of here. Got it? Okay.
Yep.
And it's life or death. It's life or death for both of you, and you know it. Got it? And you cannot take her down with you. You've got to love her more than you think.
If you're calling regarding billing.
What was that? Okay. So that's the thing that has to happen here. I don't know what happened there.
Hi, this is Barbara Limbeck calling, and
Barbara?
I believe, yeah.
Barbara, you're on mic.
Someone called me.
Yeah. The
About Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Barbara?
Jock, you can mute
I
her
can
Yeah,
come.
she's
as
up.
the admin. You can just click on her name and mute.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so that's the thing you need. The other thing that you're doing is an old habit of yours, Stephen, is that you're
You're locking in.
you're locking in on her.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So don't do that.
Right.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just fixed my screen. Good. Okay, so we're doing it again. So your moment before, what is it? Besta.
What'd you say?
What is your moment before?
What is my moment before?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You read the script?
I didn't have time because of moving.
Okay. So this is the thing, because
I
remember,
know the topic, I read it, but I didn't read the script. I just read the synopsis on Wikipedia.
oh, yeah, and that's the problem with synopsis. Okay. All right, so here's the key. And I've been doing this for I don't know how many years, telling people that the only thing an actor controls is the moment before, okay? What is happening to me physically, emotionally, mentally in that moment before, okay? If I don't have that, all right, then the take, if we're on a TV show or a movie, then the take can't work, all right? Because the first moment of the take isn't there. Does that make sense? All right. It is especially true in a self-tape. If you aren't absolutely in that moment before, then don't forget, it is a 10-second rule with self-tapes. In 10 seconds, if they don't see that you have what Ellen Park said was the essence of the character, if they see that you don't have the essence of the character, it's delete. After 10 seconds, it's delete. And the only way you can get that is if you are fully committed to the moment before and your heart is connected like your life depends on it. Okay. So she was just shown up to work. He's out on the driveway waiting for her. And she sees him and she goes running up to him. It's like, hey, here we are, right? It's like, yay, hi. Hi, honey. And only she's not going to. And he kind of grabs you and kind of pulls you behind this building. And it's like, I don't know what you would be thinking, but don't go to the end of the scene. You're starting the scene at the end, okay? Because we look at you and you're very upset and you're very worried, okay? And that's not how the scene starts. It's a very common problem with actors that casting directors are aware of, that actors like to play the end of the scene. They can see that in the first 2 seconds and hit delete. Got it? So you're all excited. We're seeing it's work you love to do, and you're doing it with him. He's so cool. And we're fine, and he's pulling me behind. What's going to happen as he pulls you behind the building? What do you think is going to happen? The character just answered me. Okay, that's so cool. I love it when the character answers me and the actor doesn't. Can you guys see me? Yeah. Okay, so I said, what's going to happen when he pulls you behind the building? And your character went like that. Okay, so the character said, he's going to hug me and kiss me, I think. Okay, I don't know what she's going to think, but that's what she said. And then the actor took over and went, no. Besta, from the beginning of working with you, I told you you have an ability to find characters, okay? You have a natural, intuitive ability to find the character. Got it? And so you have to trust them as well, all right? But you've got to put the work in. You're a little lazy when it comes to putting the preparation and the work in, okay? And you won't get away with that. I just deleted you after 2 seconds, okay? You can't get away with that anymore. other than that, when you started and you were connected to him, it was going pretty good. And then you got to your monologue, okay? And there is no such thing. That's a dialogue, and you weren't connected to him. You weren't looking at him. There are 3 or 4 changes in that section of words, okay? There are 3 or 4 changes that you'll go through because of his reaction. Got it? So you can't just do them all the same. You know this stuff, okay? Got it? And so the thing for you, because she's there right now, and she was there during most of it except the monologue. Then it was Besta doing a monologue, okay? So don't even think about it. Okay, this monologue ends for her after says, so what? I had my suspicions. No need to say anything else. Unless he's still looking at you like, what? Then, well, come on, I was did, right? And it's only because of his, and he doesn't have to do anything. It's just the energy coming from him, okay? Gives you permission to continue because you're failing. So what? I had my suspicions, didn't work. You're going to lose the love of your life. Oh, well, let me try this. That didn't work. Oh, come on. I got to try this. Do you see what I mean? That's what a monologue is. It's a dialogue, and the other person isn't talking. Got it? So you do that, and then again, when you get to a monologue, that's when the actor takes over that went to acting school. She takes over and starts to do this stuff. Got it? Get her out of the ball game, okay? Because you have the character, and the character will do what she needs. Okay, you're an actor. You're character intuitive. You got to start believing that. Okay, on your end, not bad. Yeah, Stephen, more, much better than some of your first works on scenes. Much better, okay? And a little advertisement from me. It's because he's working on Shakespeare so hard, okay? That'll do it. But that's the thing I want you to be aware of here is I think the hardest thing he's ever going to do is to tell her, I don't love you. Got it? Okay? And we have to be very careful about, you got to turn up how important she is to Alan, not to Stephen. And you've got to, you've got to save her life. You've got to save her life. And you're going to have failures. You're going to have failures here. You're going to have to say something you never want to say. Because where are we now?
Where are we or when are we?
Where are we and when are we? When are we? Right. If people find out you're a homosexual, what happens to you in Great Britain at this time?
I'm done.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the research that we've done. That's true too. Okay. So this becomes even more important than you think.
Right.
But now I want both of you, okay, to really get in your moment before. Okay. There's people that are watching you. You know they are. And you've got to do this quickly because if it takes too long for the two of you to get to the office or wherever you're going, that'll raise suspicions, right?
Right.
So you just don't have the time to do this properly. Okay, you're going to be taken out today, and she's going to be taken out too. You're pretty sure. Got it? That's your moment before. Let's go back to 1. Ready? Everybody else, make sure you're on mute. Okay, and I'll get rid of me. Ready? And action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
Hey, Stephen,
Yes.
are you doing every possible choice in the world not to look at her? You are delivering a note. You're as far away from the story and the character as you can get. I
Okay.
have to be able to give you a note, and you have to let it go to the character and stop trying to deliver the note. Got it?
Yep.
You're not connected to her, you're connected to a note. All right?
Okay.
So you connect to her, okay? Get her, okay? And from your heart, this first line has to come from your heart, right?
Yep.
Why does the writer put ... before it? He's telling you it has to come from your heart. It's not a pause. Got it? Back to 1.
Is that action?
Just because you're not moving your head now, but you're moving your eyes.
I
Okay?
didn't hear action, so
Okay, you're still okay. Ready? Here we go. My bad. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Can you do that with love? You're scaring her right away. Okay? You want to be her sign, you want to be his rash. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, got it? But right now it's like, oh my God. Okay? No. That's what's inside you. But you've got to get her. You've got to save her. Ready? From the beginning? Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to get away from here, and you need to get very far away from me.
Ellen, what's happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
Why do you say that? Cut. Why do you say that? Stephen, why do you say that?
I don't know.
So this, when an actor says, no, when an actor says, I don't know, it means the actor was not connected.
Okay.
Okay? And you weren't connected.
Got it.
Okay? So this came out of nowhere, and it can't come out of nowhere.
Okay.
Got it? Do it again. Nice adjustment. Besta, that's it. You're all excited to see him and everything, okay? And then he's weird or something, okay? Now don't determine how you're going to do it or when you're going to do it. You let her do the scene. Let her do the scene. Ready? Back to the beginning. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
You stop that. Okay? I need you to leave Benchley. We need you to leave Benchley. We need you to leave Benchley. Okay? Stop it.
Oh my
Back to 1. Ready? Look at her. Love her. Look at her. My God, love her. Ready? Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to get out of here, and you need to get very far away from me.
Ellen, what's happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
What is wrong with you?
Joan, there's something I have to tell you.
Cut. Let's take it back. Let's go. We'll do it again. That's much better. Okay. Yeah. Best. You got her. You got her. I don't think it's safe here. That was okay. You need to leave and you need to get far away from me. Alan, what happened? The character knows what happened and the character did it. You have to understand that you're not there yet. Okay. You've got to be connected to her with your heart. Okay. And then all you need to know is, how's it going? You got to get away from here. It's not safe. You got to get as far away from me. How's it going? How did that work? How did that work, Steve? How did that work, Alan?
It didn't, because she's not going.
It didn't, because she's not going. Exactly. So now you've got to do something even worse. Okay? The first thing is bad because you got to push her away and get her as far away from you as you can, right? Doesn't work. Oh my God, now I got to do something worse. What am I going to do? Got it?
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the series of failures that are going to happen in here for you to get you to the point of saying the thing that no one ever wants to say to the love of their life. Got it?
Yes.
Back to the start. Let's go. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Do it again, Stephen.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You have to get out of here and you have to get very
Oh, let me fix that. That's a for Joan. That's a rhetorical question. Okay, you think it's safe somewhere else? We're in the middle of World War II. Okay, it's like, where should I go? Downtown and get bombed out? Okay. So I just needed that turned on. It's coming out as a real question, and it's not really. Okay, back to one. Ready? That's better, Stephen. The thing that you're fighting here is that you have muscle memoried a way of saying your first line. Okay, so stop it. Ready? Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
It's going to help you, Stephen, if you take a moment and just see her and she's smiling at you. Okay, got it? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to deliver that note. You just need to see her. From the top, ready, action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't think it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to leave, and you need to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to
The
find
thing
out.
that you're doing now with this line is you're doing it like this character has anticipated that he's going to tell her we can't be engaged. And the deal is no, he has no intention of telling her that. Okay? Unless the first part fails, then he's got to say something. Got it? But you're doing it like he's decided beforehand, I have to tell her that we can't be engaged. No, he hasn't even thought of that until we get to this moment. And he has to think of something to get her away. Got it?
Yep.
Back to one. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. It's not safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You have to get out of here and you have to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back. You'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
What is wrong with you?
Joan, there's something I need to tell you. I'm a homosexual.
All right.
No, men, Joan, not women.
So what?
I just said.
So what? I had my suspicions. I always did. But we're not like other people. We love each other in our own way, and we can still live the life together that we want. You won't be the perfect husband? I can promise you I harbored no intention of being the perfect wife. I'll not be fixing your lamp all day, awaiting your return from the office. Will I? I'll work. You'll work. We'll have each other's company. We'll have each other's minds. Sounds like a better marriage than most. Because I care for you and you care for me. And we understand one another more than anyone else ever has.
I don't.
What?
Care for you. I never did. I only needed you to beat Enigma. And so I have. So now you can leave.
Oh! I'm not going anywhere. I have spent entirely too much of my life worried about what you think of me, or what my parents think of me, or what the boy in hat 8 or the girls in hat 3 think. And you know I'm done with it. This work is the most important thing I will ever do in my life. And no one will ever stop me, least of all you. They were right, John, Hugh, Peter. You really are a monster.
And cut. And he drives away in his Honda. Okay. That's better. Okay. Stop acting. Okay. You don't need to do that. You just need to be so in love with her. Okay. Got it? You still want to do, we can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back. And you're still doing it in kind of this, the thing that in your head you decided is, oh my God, this is dangerous. And okay. But so there's a variety in all your lines, Stephen, because of what you're trying to do. Okay. And you have a tendency to do all the lines the same. You can't.
Right.
You do one line, it fails. I got to change. I've got to do something different. That fails. I've got to do something different. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing we did in Shakespeare. The idea that this monologue, especially the Macbeth one, it's not going to work unless you're totally in the moment and connected to her. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just turn that up. And there you go, Besta. That's the thing. The character will do the work. Besta has to stop working. Okay. You can do what, in fact, you can do more preparation than you're doing. Okay. Don't be a lazy actor. Okay. You can do more. In fact, the more you do, it's almost like the more you get familiar with the character, the more you play with her, the more you brush your teeth with her, the more you have breakfast with her, the more familiar you are with her, then she just gets stronger and stronger. Okay. Don't forget in the second monologue, after you slap him, And there's a coldness to that line. See, I think you're almost there. I like the homosexual thing. I'm a homosexual, and she goes, all right. You did that very well. And he kind of goes, what is wrong with you, woman? Yeah, that moment was good. I think even in your last little monologue, you can be more connected to him. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, slap him, and I'm not going anywhere. Got it? And expect him to say, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God. Okay. And he doesn't do that. Okay. Even after being slapped. So I think there's progression that'll happen in this monologue too. Got it? So it's almost with you, just let her do it. Okay. Back to 1. That was a pretty good take of it, though. I like that one. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
Let's do it again. You're working too hard on Mentis. I don't trust him. I don't think it's safe here. Okay. You're working too hard. Your eyes are searching all over. Ridiculous. Okay. Got it?
Okay.
Just tell her. Okay. Let the character do the scene. He's there. From the top. Ready. Action.
I'll need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You have to leave. And you have to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
Cut. We jumped. Okay, let's do it again. So, just a minor adjustment, Besta, and I'm talking to the character, not to you. I think at the beginning, she can be a little,
Soft.
what the hell's going on? No, I think, well, he is trying, he wants you, he says, you can't be here, it's not safe, okay? So be in the mindset that he's got some plan, okay? He's going to tell me a plan that's going to be really cool or something. You see what I mean? So don't jump to the fact that he wants you out of his life. He's like, oh, something's going on. What are we going to do? What do you need me to do? Okay, it's more that kind of attitude. Okay, good. From the start, once again, ready, action.
I need you to leave, Besta.
What? I'm so sorry. You called me Besta.
Shit.
I'm so
I was looking right at the. Yeah, I was looking at the.
sorry. Just give me a second.
Get the thing you're looking at out of your way.
Yeah.
Ready. Back to 1. Yeah. I
was
need you
looking
to.
right at her name when I said that. Okay.
Well, it's a good acting note for her. I need you to leave Besta. Okay, back to 1.
Okay,
Ready.
let's go on the bloopers.
And action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust him. I don't believe it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You have to get far away from here and very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
What is wrong with you?
Sean, I need to tell you something. I'm a homosexual.
All right.
Men, Joan. Not women.
So what?
So I just said that I'm.
So what? I had my suspicions. I always did. But we're not like other people. We love each other in our own way, and we can still live the life together that we want. You won't be the perfect husband? I can promise you I harbor no intention of being the perfect wife. I'll not be fixing your lamp all day awaiting your return from the office, will I? I'll work, you'll work, we'll have each other's company. We'll have each other's lines. Sounds like a better marriage than most. Because I care for you. And you care for me. And we understand one another more than anyone else ever has.
I don't.
What?
Care for you. I don't. I never did. I only needed you to beat Enigma. And so I have. Now that that's done, you can leave.
I'm not going anywhere. I have spent entirely too much of my life worried about what you think of me or what my parents think of me or what the boys in Hut 8 or the girls in Hut 3 think. And you know I am done with it. This work is the most important thing I will ever do in my life, and no one will stop me, least of all you. They were right. John, Hugh, Peter. You really are a monster.
And cut. Much better, Stephen. Okay, and that's the thing. You got to get out of this idea. I mean, we're changing now. These lines, there's a coldness to that last line that wasn't there before, but you got to get the line right. Okay, and the line is, care for you. I never did. I only needed you to break Enigma.
Break Enigma.
And now I've done it, so you can leave. Okay. And it's the same thing. We can't be engaged anymore. Okay. That's the end of the thought. Then because of her reaction, your parents will have to take you back and find you another husband. Got it? We can't link that. Okay. Got it? Two different thoughts. That's very nice, Besta. Now I'm talking to the character. A director taught me this. He said, when you give a note to an actor, understand that you're talking to the character, not the actor. Okay, that's a big mistake some directors will make, is what he taught me. Okay, so all I'm telling Joan to do is, all right, after the slap, for you to go, I'm not going anywhere, okay? And that's the end of the thought, okay? You don't have to say anything else until it comes to her to say, you know what? I have spent, okay, got it? Does that make sense? So you're linking those two. The first thing is, I'm not going anywhere. That's it. End of thought. And now a new thought about, you know what? Okay. You know what my life has been like. Okay. So that's all. Now, a director may say, give me a little pause there. Okay. To the actor. But the character has to interpret that to, okay, I'm done. I just have to say, I'm not going anywhere. And because he doesn't respond to that or whatever he does, then I have to keep going. Got it?
Yeah.
But nice. This is nice work. Let's go back to the beginning. This one's yours, so let them go. Let them have fun, okay? The only thing I have to know is the other person is way important than me. Make it a love scene. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust him. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You have to leave, and you have to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore.
Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. This is because the actor has memorized that he knows he's going to tell her we can't be engaged. The character he has no intention of telling her that at the beginning of the scene. He has no intention of telling her, I don't care for you. Okay?
Yeah.
But the actor has decided he knows he's going to tell her about the engagement thing. He does not. He has no intention of doing that. Back to one. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust him. I don't think it's safe here anymore.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to leave, and you need to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll have to find a husband elsewhere.
What's wrong with you?
Joan, there's something I have to tell you. I'm a homosexual.
We got to back up, okay? Stephen, you cannot trust yourself, okay? These other two actors, I'm telling them to trust themselves. Stephen, you cannot trust yourself. You can only trust the character. Now you've latched on to this thing that I'm going to whisper. I'm going to whisper all the way through the scene. I'm going to whisper, whisper, whisper. I'm going to whisper, okay? So now you've latched on to that and you think it works. Got it? Back to one. Ready. Action.
I need you to leave Bletchley.
What?
Mingus. I don't trust. I don't think it's safe here.
You think it's safe somewhere else?
You need to leave, and you need to get very far away from me.
Alan, what happened?
We can't be engaged anymore. Your parents will have to take you back, and you'll need to find a husband elsewhere.
What's wrong with you?
Joan, there's something you need to know about me. I'm a homosexual.
All right.
No, men, Joan. Not women.
So what?
I just said.
So what? I had my suspicions. I always did. But we're not like other people. We love each other in our own way. And we can still live the life together that we want. You won't be the perfect husband? I can promise you I harbor no intention of being the perfect wife. I'll not be fixing your lamp all day, waiting your return from the office, will I? I'll work, you'll work. We'll have each other's company. We'll have each other's minds. Sounds like a better marriage than most.
And cut, we're going to start this monologue again. Get rid of the script right now. We know where it is. You get rid of it, okay? You don't need it. I don't care if it's word perfect. Is it gone? I need it gone.
Please, Jock.
No, get rid of it.
Don't do this to me.
Get rid of it.
Please.
You don't need it. She doesn't need it. Say goodbye to it. You can't do this. You can't have that. You can't have that little thing that you think you need. You don't need it. Okay, we're going to take it from so what? Anytime you look at that script, I'll stop.
Okay.
Ready. Tell her, men, Joan, not women. This is a very funny part. Both of you are doing it. It's so good. She sits there and goes, all right, which is funny. And he goes, men, Joan. It's a very funny moment, which it should be, okay? But you can't play that. Go ahead. You're going to tell her, actually, you just give him all right. Okay? Got it? Ready? Action.
So what?
Men.
No.
Oh.
If she says, so what? Okay, she decided to go there. That's fine. She can go there. Ready? Same spot, ready. You let go of that script. Action.
So what?
I just said that
So what? I had my suspicions. I always did. But we have each other in our own way, and we love each other in our own way. You won't be the perfect husband? I can promise you I harbored no intention of being the perfect wife. I'll not be fixing your lamp all day and waiting for you, will I? No. I'll work, you'll work, and we'll have each other's company. We'll have each other's minds. Sounds like a better marriage than most. I care for you, and you care for me. And we understand each other way better than anyone else.
I don't.
What?
Care for you. I never did. I only needed you to break Enigma. And now that I have, you can leave.
I'm not going anywhere. I have spent entirely too much of life worried about what you think of me, what my parents think of me, or what the boy in Hut A thinks of me, or the girls in Hut 3 think. And I'm done with it. This work is the most important thing I will ever do in my life. And no one will stop me. Least of all you. They were right, John, Hugh, Peter. You really are a monster.
And cut. There you go. Yeah, don't keep looking at that damn thing. It's not a crutch.
I didn't do it well. I was just
You
saying
were
words.
fun. That was better than any other time you've done it. Okay? It was in the moment. Yeah, you cut one line because she didn't need it. She did not need it. Nobody would notice. Okay? She changed a few words because she wanted to. Got it? You came even more alive once you broke that habit and got away from that script, okay? She has a much more energy, she's more dynamic, she's more connected with him. So if you split focus between him and the script, you give us about 70%, okay? Which is not bad, okay? You could get away with that in a cold read, okay? Which we don't do anymore, okay? But the thing is, no, once you let it go, you took off. It was electric, okay? So there comes a time when you have to realize the character has all the words that she needs, and she will use what she needs to use. She will add if she needs to add, okay? And she will subtract if she needs to subtract, right? Script writing is an art form. It's its own art form, okay? When it arrives on the set, it is no longer important, all right? Every actor, every artist on that set has studied that script. They've done their preparation. They've got a light plan. They got a storyboard. They're ready to go, okay? But the script has no dominion once we're on a set. It's the characters, the heart of the character that takes over, okay? And that, yeah, break, don't do that ever again, okay? Because it holds her back, it holds you back. And when you have this character, you just got to let him go. Nobody would fault you on any of those changes that you just made. In fact, most people, including the screenwriter, won't notice. Because you're so into character, you're so connected to him, you put us right in there. And that's the strength that you have. All right? Yeah, that script is not important once we get to this point. But up to this point, it helps. It's a guide. It's a map. The screenwriter at Warner Brothers said it's a map to a story. There's no story in a script. Never has been, never will be. It's a map to the story, okay? And that's a thing for you to really get. Stephen, much better on that one, especially when she does her monologue about how we're going to love each other and I'm not going to make lamp because I can see you. I know. And this is interesting because Besta in England or the United States, we don't pronounce the B in lamb.
I mean, I already have an accent, so I don't know the difference that much. I can hear it.
That's okay, because actually in post, that's an easy fix. But that's okay. Yeah, so it's just funny, lamp. So, because then we don't know if she's talking about a light or an animal. I'm not going to be fixing your lamp anymore. Okay. But Stephen, much better. As she's saying that monologue, I can see him thinking, oh, she's right. Oh, she's right. You know, and moments of, yes, that would be good. No, I can't do this. I see the struggle that's happening in him without you having to do it. She's saying beautiful, loving things, and you're hearing that, and you're going, oh, she's right, you know. But then at the end, you have to save her life. I don't. Okay? I don't care for you. Got it? But that's what happens in this thing. If we're absolutely heart-to-heart connection, whether we have lines or not, it's what the other person is doing. It's the energy. Story is an energetic dynamic between two human hearts. That's what a story is. It's an energy. And if we're connected to that other person's energy, we can do no wrong. All right? We can change the script, okay? We can change the take. We can change even where we're standing nowadays. Got it? The whole idea of hitting your mark is less and less important every minute it goes by, okay? Because of the technology. So that's a thing for you guys to really get a hold of here. But that was a nice take of it.
And thanks to Steph, like Alan's reactions, I felt more like I felt softer when I was talking during my monologue, you know, when I said like we'll have each other's company and things like that.
Yeah.
When I saw your reaction, automatically I felt some kind of affection. I think that helped me a lot.
It does,
And I was
because
looking at the script, yeah.
well, it looks like it's working, doesn't it? You can see that he's feeling what you're saying, and you're going, okay, it's working. Okay, he'll take it back. He'll take it back, right? And then he says, I don't. Yeah, yeah. And so now the slap looks real, because I thought I was getting, I was getting through to you. You know I'm right. And yet you'd said, I don't care. Got it? That's it. Yeah, that's a nice take. I like that one. Yeah, much better, Stephen. You'll default in a scene like this. You'll kind of default, but those are old habits. Just, be aware of preconceiving how a scene is going to feel. All right. And I got to tell you, because I was helping Karina 2 days ago, and we were talking about how to get through to this actor, because he was doing exactly what you were just doing. He was doing the same thing through the entire scene. There wasn't any change happening. Okay.
Okay.
And he's you would recognize, I forget his name. You'd recognize him. He's been in so many TV shows and movies. Got it? And he made that very basic acting mistake. And the deal is, he probably got away with it before, but today, with the technology and the audience that we have, you can't get away with it. You can't. Nice work. Yay, Besta. I know. I hope we can keep working with you. That's really cool. Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Stephen, yeah, Shakespeare helps for everybody.
It does.
When you're having problems with your acting, where do you go? Back to the beginning. You go back to the beginning. And you learn.
Are you still having your workshops, Shakespeare workshops, or are they on pause?
We started one last week, right, Stephen?
Yep.
And that's hardly anybody, so it's more like a private thing.
Oh, okay.
So if you want, you can, on the website, you can sign up for, you get 8 weeks for, I forget how much it is. And basically what you do is you start with a monologue, and we work on the monologue to teach you kind of the rules and the tricks of Shakespeare. And once you get that, you understand what Shakespeare is trying to tell you about the character. Once you get that, and then the last 4 weeks, you do a scene with another actor from Shakespeare. All the stuff, AFF-acting.com will have everything that I'm doing right now, including these free classes if we do another. It doesn't have the LA class on there yet, the in-person LA class, because we're still looking for a place. But that'll be on there too. And you can also, you guys can email me anytime you want. I mean, for those of you that I've worked with and stuff, I'm here for you anytime, email me with anything. Anything else? Any other questions about what you just did?
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Yep, good work. We've got one more for this morning session, right? We're pretty good on time, aren't we? Yep, 1, 2, 3, yep. Okay, so we have, this is a change, I think. Yeah, I changed it. We have Jordan and Kelly, I believe. And they will be doing, let's see, Ferrari. I think, are they here? Where? Now my view is messed up again. There I am. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. And let's see. Oops, you disappeared, Kelly. There's Jordan. Okay, hold on.
It said you disabled my video.
I just have to pin you, right? Yep.
Yes, but you have to re-enable my video.
Re-enable your video.
Just turn it on, like you did for mute on Barbara earlier. Just press the video icon next to my name.
Uh,
If you go into the participants list, you'll see all of our names. Okay, I got the request. There we go.
yeah, okay. Good thing you're here. Okay. All set for Ferrari. And I will disappear. Okay. Ready. And action.
The whole of Amelia knows, but not me.
I thought it would break your heart.
You broke my heart years ago, Enzo. When did it start? According to Cozzetti, the payments began in the 1940s.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. It began during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dino were in their hills that year. By Christmas, she was pregnant. So, I bought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
Is it that she's different from the others?
I was in love with her. And I still am.
I find myself sharing my whole life with a woman I've never met. It makes a mockery of you and all those years that Dino was sick and dying.
How can you say that?
That boy is going to inherit our factory, our name. We have a son. I don't want him to.
One son, two sons, five sons? I miss Dino any less? Every morning I see him in the cemetery. The hospital he died is funded in his name. The school was built in his honor.
Honor? Who gives a shit? You were supposed to save him.
You blame me for his death?
You promised me he wouldn't die.
I did everything. Tables, showing the calories he could eat, what went in, what went out. I grabbed the degrees of albuminuria, the degrees of azotemia, diuresis, and mobile nephritis and dystrophy than cars.
Yes! Yes, I blame you! You told me you would make sure he didn't die. You promised.
The father, he deluded himself. I will restore my son to health. Swiss doctors, Italian doctors, bullshit! I could not. I did not.
Because you were so consoled in Castelvelso. You lost your attention. You had another boy getting stronger while Dino got weaker.
What goes on in your head? He got sick. Dystrophy, kidneys. It destroyed him. It destroyed you. It destroyed us.
What do you care? Why do you care? You have another wife, another son.
She is not my wife. But he is my son.
move out. Best thing for you to do is move.
What? I'll move upstairs. To the outside eye, nothing will change.
No, everything will change.
This is a history. Our life. We are partners.
These are the papers. They gave you power to negotiate on my behalf. There was a problem with your check. You forgot to put your name to it.
There's a gun pointed at my head. You cashed it before I conclude a deal. Ferrari is no more.
And cut. Okay, how'd that go, Kelly?
I feel like we sped up as we went along somehow.
Yeah, yeah. 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 You can in where you are now, you're pretty strong. And again, it's this idea of really letting her do the scene. Okay? It's good, okay? It's not bad. What you're doing is pretty good. But there's little moments in here where I see Kelly sneak in a little bit and not her. Do you feel that at times? Yeah? There's little moments of that. It's not big, and that's not a bad take. Be careful, in your moment before, stay away from a mood or an emotion, okay? And just experience what she's experiencing, okay? I think that might help a little bit. If you get into her even more, not just in how she's feeling, but in what she's actually doing, what she just did, how long has she been here waiting for him? What's going on? What's in front of her on the table? If you just experience what she's experiencing and don't worry about what the emotion or the mood is going to be, I think that will help. We just got to strengthen her a little more before you start. Does that make sense? She's there, so I could kind of let her take over. Jordan, haven't seen, cool. Here you are. Good to see you. Here's the thing that's going on. You are protecting yourself from the scene. The actor is protecting himself from the scene and from the character. Okay? And there's a lot of little defensive things that are going on in you that are keeping you away from the scene. So what we're seeing is Jordan, good, because I think the character's in you too, because the character just fixed the main problem. Okay? Without you knowing it, probably. Okay, I'll show you. During most of the scene, especially the heavy parts, your arms are like this, okay? And when I started talking about you and your defensive, you were still like this, and then your hands went down, okay? So there's more going on in this scene than you think. And the deal is for you to kind of let go any preconceptions of what you think about the scene or how it's going to go, and just get into how the scene starts. So how does the scene start? What's going on in him at the start of the scene?
Well, he knows that his wife knows about his mistress now, so he's going back home for the confrontation. Also, she has the papers for the power of attorney on the shares of Ferrari that he wants, and so there's like he needs to confront her about the mistress, but also to get what he wants from her, which is
Good. Now, all that is absolutely true, but it's plot. Okay. The one thing that every actor needs to understand is the plot has nothing to do with the work of the actor. Absolutely nothing to do with the work of the actor. It's the story. It's how the human heart changes. That is your job. The plot is taken care of by other people, not the actor. All right. So yeah, all of that is true, but who cares? Okay. So I want you, you're coming home, right?
Yep.
You're coming home. Now, when we come, remember, as human beings, we always hope for the best, don't we? Okay. So when you come into this room, there's a whole thing that he does in there. Opens the door, sitting at the table. He goes to the sideboard, pours a glass of wine. Okay. Why is that there?
Well, I mean, the way I read it is he's avoidant and he's trying to delay the confrontation.
No, that's an actor that knows the end of the scene. Okay. The character does not know how the scene's going to end. Okay. He has some hopes, he has some desires. Got it? But the character at the first part, when you enter the room, you're coming home, you're hoping everything is fine, right? So the only thing you have to know at the beginning is what it feels like when you enter the room and you see her looking at you. Okay? But I want an actor who's hoping for the best, everything's going to work out. Okay? Yes, she knows, but maybe she doesn't really know. Okay? She doesn't know the details. Okay? And you don't know, I mean, be careful about what the actor actually knows and what the character knows, okay? So I want you to come in expecting this will be okay, everything's fine, we're going to have dinner and things are going to be fine, okay? And then the only thing that happens, this is the thing that happens, okay? There's about 5 pages of story that happen before she says, the whole of Amelia knows, okay? There's about 5 pages of story. So you come in, I want you don't have to really, but just feel, it's like, I don't know, personal relationships, right? We've all had them, right? We can walk in after a day of work or whatever, we can walk into the house and we immediately feel, oh, fuck, I'm in trouble. Okay? The person doesn't even have to be in the same room, okay? But we immediately know, oh, shit, okay? That's the thing that we're missing at the start of the scene. You don't have to show it. In fact, that's the worst thing an actor can do. You just have to come in here hoping for a normal night, we'll have dinner and stuff, and then feeling that energy. That's all it is. And it's not about anything else. It's just feeling that energy. Yeah. Okay? And then maybe he goes and gets a drink. I don't know. He doesn't have to do that, but that's why it's written there. Yeah, it is an avoidance. It is a movement of avoidance, perhaps. Okay? But the deal is, without feeling that you're in trouble, and you didn't expect to be in that kind of trouble right away. Got it? Then the scene can start correctly. All right? And from that point on, I want you to make her more important than anything you can do. Got it? I want you connected to her like your life depends on it, because his life does depend on that. Okay? This is a love scene like every other love scene. Okay? So I need you to really connect to her, be very aware of what's coming at you and what goes on. As a result of having kind of preconceived the scene and knowing too much, being the actor is too wise to do a scene. You have to find the character and let him do it, okay? As a result, you're pretty much the same in the beginning as you are in the middle, as you are at the end, okay? That's the litmus test for the fact that you haven't told a story. All right? There are many changes that could happen in this scene. Got it? many possibilities of what's going to happen to him in this scene. Have you seen the movie?
No.
Good. Because what I'm telling you is something that somebody should have told the actor playing this role, okay? Because he is dreadful. And it's actually, what's her name, playing your role, Kelly, that saves this whole movie. She's amazing in this movie. She pulls him into the movie as best she can. But anyway, so that's the thing I really want you. I just want you to be there as this guy with all the responsibilities, with everything that's happening, okay? And I want you to understand you cannot do anything unless she's with you, right? You cannot run this company. You cannot run a race. You cannot make cars. You cannot do anything as well as you have done it without her, okay? She is totally, maybe even more, but at least 50% of why this company is as successful as it is right now, okay? So you can't live without her. Business-wise, emotionally, any way you think about it, you cannot live without her. That's the only thing that has to start in this scene. And you come in and you think it'll be okay, and you're going to realize, whoops, nope. Don't forget, this is the woman that shot you in the first scene. Tried to shoot you. Okay, got it? So you will be very aware as soon as you come in that, no, it's not going to go the way I wanted. Okay? And that's the moment that I'm missing. It doesn't have to do with time. I'm not saying it's a pause. I'm not saying how many seconds. I'm just saying that energy has to happen. Okay? And then you just go. And you just understand how badly you need her and see what happens. Okay? Moment before for you, Kelly, is good. I mean, we have that little moment where you discover that toy, right? Is that what happens? The toy truck or something? Yeah. Okay. The other thing we have to understand is, and I think you've got a good part of her, and I want that part of your, I think that's what I'm saying. I want it part of your moment before. Is she is incredibly smart and she's very, very strong, okay? And she's in a society that doesn't appreciate that too much from a woman, but she doesn't care, okay? Put a little more of that strength in the beginning, and I think that'll help. Here's a little trick that's happening because it's going too fast, Kelly, because, again, the connection isn't strong. And when I'm talking about connection, I'm talking about the two of you. It's not one person over the other person. It's a dynamic that has to happen between the two of you, okay? So it's not, oh, I'm not connecting. He's not connecting. It's not that. It's we're not connecting, okay? It's about both of you. When did it start is a question with a question mark. Give him a chance to answer. This is a trap moment. Okay? Because he doesn't know that you talked to Confetti about the payments. Got it? So you're giving him a chance here. When did it start of telling the truth? Got it? And then you're going to spring it on him. I actually know. It's a rhetorical question. I actually know when it started. Got it? But you're giving him a chance there. Just file that away. It's the war. You're not too bad here. The factory, as long as you're paying attention to, is it working? All right. You now have to tell this woman, because you know she's not going to take any bullshit. She just caught you. She asked you, when does this start? Maybe a typical male response is, it was just a couple of months ago. Doesn't mean anything. Okay. But she does know about the sun. So, okay. But he's smart enough to know, don't answer that, and then she'll answer it, okay? And then in here, just be very aware of how she's reacting to this. You've got to open up and tell her, yeah, okay, here's the truth, got it? And you've got to see how she's reacting. How the energy that comes from her gives you permission to continue in this little section of lines, okay? Is that... I like the way you did. Is it that she's different from the others? I like where you are there, Kelly. I really like where you are. It's just, yeah, let her take in charge of the time. I was in love with her, and I still am. The note that you got there is that's too easy. That was too easy for you to do that. Okay. I want you to understand that, yeah, you're in the hot seat now. There's no lying to this woman. Otherwise, the gun comes out of the drawer. Got it? There's no lying to her. And you know that. So you've got to tell her the truth. And it's not easy. It's hard. I was in love with her. Okay. That's why all that happened, right? And now you've got to say something that's even harder. And I still am. Got it? And what that's going to do to her, we don't know. All right. I find myself, I love, you kind of made that a humor. You kind of had a little laugh in there. I don't know if that'll happen again, Kelly, but I like the way you said, I find myself sharing my life with a woman I have never met. You know, I don't know if that'll happen again, but that's, you know, when you're in the moment, and that's the thing that I want a little more of now, for you really to be in the moment. It makes a mockery of you in those years when Dino, both of you can turn up Dino big time, okay? I think you've got a good handle on him, Kelly, but I need you to turn him up even more. Got it? And for you, yeah, Jordan, definitely. I want you to see the kid. I want you to see the times that you played, right? I want you to see the times you made him cry. Okay, and this is little stuff your imagination fills this in immediately without effort. Okay, don't even worry about it. Just understand there are all kinds of really cool moments that you had that with that kid, really awful moments as he's dying and you're sitting there by the hospital bed. Okay, this is the work, the preparation that we do, and we let our imagination fill it in. Okay, because it will. All right. In fact, you just had that when I said sitting beside him in the hospital. Your imagination filled in what that was like. So I need him real. I need his face. I need his eyes. I need his voice. I need the color of his hair. I need you to see this boy when we talk about him. I need you to see him in that bed. Okay, Jordan, I need you to see that. And then, Dino, how can you say that? Yeah, you know, this is what you did. All the years he was ill and dying, it's like, what? Okay. That boy, he's going to inherit the fact question. These are three questions. Three questions. Don't forget that they're questions. There at the factory, our name. Okay. He doesn't answer these questions. You ask questions. Anytime we see a question mark, understand the character expects an answer, whether it's a physical answer or whether it's a vocal answer. Anytime there's a question mark, understand the character expects something after a question mark. Okay. He doesn't answer. We have a son. I don't want him to. Okay. One son, two son. You're pretty good there as long as you stay connected to her. The other thing you're starting to do is you're starting to wander in the scene. That's another defensive reaction. All right. Have the courage to open your heart to this person. Okay. Have a courage to open your heart to her. Okay. Because you need her. You have to love her in this scene or you're going to lose everything you have. Everything. Okay. So open your heart to her. It's going to be hard. It's going to be harder than this scene was. It was too easy for you, Jordan. The scene is much harder. Honor, who gives a shit? You were supposed to save him. This is tricky. You're very close. It's a little fast in this area, Kelly, and I think this is where you really noticed that it was fast. He did promise. Okay, you blame me for that. You promised. Okay, and she is right. You guys have to super connect in here. All right. Whenever you get too fast, understand I'm not really connected to the other person. All right. I've got to connect my heart to this other person, and then the father, he deluded himself. Part of the thing, Jordan, I don't know if you remember any of this, but part of this thing is when are we telling and when are we experiencing? Okay. And in this little section, the father, he deluded himself, the great engineer. It's like you're telling her when, no, the way this is written is you're experiencing it. In fact, well, you know, the character is in you, Jordan, because the character just did. As I'm telling you this note, the character, I don't know if you can see, did this. He looked down, okay, and he was experiencing it, okay? So you, like most actors, have to understand that when you arrived on this earth, you arrived to be a storyteller and you have all the tools you'll ever need, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. I give you a note and the character answers me, okay? So you've got that. Got it? Experience what you're saying there. Yeah, I fucked up. I thought I could do this. I thought I was a big engineer and I could save my own son. Got it? Got it? And now here comes an ace card coming up, right? And Carrie, I think you can, I just want to talk to Laura now and tell her you've got him here because you're absolutely right. Because he was so consoled with that other woman that he lost his attention to your son, and that's what killed your son. And you're right. I think. Got it? So you're going to give him the chance here, you know. You said you'd save him. You said you'd save him, and you didn't. Promo, come on. What are you, crazy? Come on. Okay, I made a mistake, and now you've got him. And now it's like, yeah, because you were split. Your focus was split. Your attention was split, and that killed my boy. Okay? Whether that makes logical sense or not, doesn't matter. What goes on in your head? He's still fighting here. But be careful about the fights. This script's very well written, I think. Okay? You have to fight. It's like the question marks that aren't being questions. You got to watch this stuff, okay? Because you're going to learn about the character if you pay attention to it. In this thing, you're still kind of really fighting, Jordan. And the deal is, no, your exclamation points have stopped. Okay? And you're still giving me exclamation points, and he is not. Okay? So it's sort of an indication of there's some changes going on here. And if you're connected to her, they'll happen, right? We don't know what the change is going to look like or what it's going to be, but they only happen if I'm connected with my heart to the other person. And then something will happen. And in the next take, something completely different could happen. But if we're connected, that's where we need to be. She is right. I mean, the screenwriter is going to say, Ferrari is frozen by the accusation. What that means is there's a part of her that you know she's right. And you felt that. And you felt I was too split. Okay? Okay, do I have to freeze? No. Okay, she goes, what do you care? Why do you care? You have another wife, another son. Boy. She's not my wife. That's important because you are my life. Laura is my life, okay? But he is my son, okay? And that's a big one. It's a telling. It's really, be careful here because we're at the heart of this scene and it's going to break our hearts. It's going to hurt. And when you get to that part of a scene, Jordan, you tend to move, you're dispersing the energy, and you tend to be like this, you're protecting your heart, okay? So the only thing, now it doesn't mean don't move and don't cross your arms. What it means is connect your heart to her, okay? That's all you have to do is make it a love scene and everything will work. It's acting simple. She's not my wife, but he is my son. Yeah, I love you. You're right there, Kelly. And it's just, this is minor stuff because I love the move out. The best thing for you is to move out. And then an image comes, oh, yeah, just move upstairs. Yeah, I like that part. And this has to be from your heart. This is our history, our life. We are partners, okay? That is a pure love line. These are, okay? If you can do that, okay, then she will be able to do, here are the papers that you want, okay? Got it? But she's got to feel that you still love her, okay? Like your life depends on it. Throughout this scene, at different moments, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't even know if it's going to happen there. But for her to get the paper and put it there is a big deal, okay? And it's a big deal for you too, I mean, boy, all right? But this woman always holds an ace card, okay? And the ace card is sign the fucking check, okay? And once he does that, you are both in the trouble of a lifetime, both of you. Because you cannot continue without the other, and you know that. And the chances of this whole thing working out are not great. And the only thing you have at the end of this scene is each other. And you have to go there. Make sense? Let's do it again from the top. Ready. Action.
All of Amelia knows, but not me.
But it would break your heart.
You broke my heart years ago, Enzo. When did it start? According to Cazzetti, the payments began in the 1940s.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. And began during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dino were in the hills that year. By Christmas, she was pregnant. So I bought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
Just do that again. Don't break. Just do that part again. The start of it was very excellent, okay? Just be very connected to her towards the end, all right? Do it right now. Go. The war.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. It happened during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dino were in the hills that year. By Christmas, she was pregnant, so I had brought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
Is it that she's different from the others?
I was in love with her. And I still am.
I find myself sharing my whole life with a woman I've never met. Makes a mockery of you in those years when Dina was ill and dying.
See that?
That boy, will he inherit our factory? Our name? We have a son. I don't want him to.
1 son, 2 sons, 5 sons. I miss Dino any less? Every morning I see him in the cemetery. The hospital he died in is funded in his name. The school was built in his honor.
Honor? Who gives a shit? You were supposed to save him.
You blame me for his death?
You promised me that he wouldn't die.
Everything! I did everything! Tables, shrink the calories that went in, that could come out. I grabbed the degrees of albuminuria, the degrees of aglutina. I know more about nephritis and diphritis than I know about cars.
Yes. Yes, I blame you. You told me you wouldn't let him die. You promised.
The father, he deluded himself. The great engineer. I will restore my son to health. Swiss doctors, Italian doctors, bullshit! I could not. I did not.
Because you were so consoled at Gastamento. You lost your attention. Yet another boy growing stronger, while Dino got weaker.
Goes on in your head. He got sick. Dystrophy, kidneys. It destroyed him. It destroyed you. It destroyed us.
What do you care? Why do you care? You have another wife? Another son?
She is not my wife. But he is my son.
Move out. The best thing for you to do is move.
If you want, I'll move upstairs. To the outside eye, nothing will change.
No, everything will have changed.
This is our history. Our life. We are partners.
Here are the papers. They give you power to negotiate on my behalf. There's a problem with your check. You forgot to put your name to it.
This is a gun pointed at my head. He cashed it before I conclude the deal. Ferrari is no more.
Okay. How did that feel, Jordan?
Well, different. I mean, I couldn't speak at some point, but
That's exactly where we need you. That's exactly the character. That's where we need him. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be times he doesn't know what to say and he can't speak. Okay. I want you to go towards there. I don't want you to go away from it because you think actors can't pause or something. Okay. You got it? Because you can do this shit. Right. But again, it's with you, I think you've been rewarded for doing acting a certain way, okay? And the deal is, at one point in the history of acting, that worked. It no longer works, okay? And all I'm doing is turning you back to what you you know, the first time you were acting somewhere. I don't know where that was or what you were doing, but I bet you lit up like a torch because this is what I'm supposed to do. Got it? Yeah. And that's still in there because the character answers my notes. Okay. And so that's the thing I want you to do. Now, the only thing, we're going to do it again, but this time I want him to be the man who has run this company for years. Okay. If I was directing, I might give you the note. I might say, that was great. And it was very good. There's a lot more story going on in that one. Okay. And now I want to see his strength too. Okay. Got it? Kelly, I like it. That was nice. And again, I'm just nitpicking with you on little things. Yeah, you can almost forget that. I was in love with her. Yeah, and I still am.
Ew.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Your monologue there was much better in the war. It's almost like I can see him remembering what it felt like and seeing he was there, you know. And this time, the way you said, because the thing that was not working, it was too easy for you to say by Christmas she was pregnant. Okay, it was so easy. It's like we're going, well, how many freaking people has he gotten pregnant? Obviously, it doesn't really bother him. You know? But the last time you kind of said it, and as soon as it came out of your mouth, you kind of went, you know. It's like, well, Christmas she was. You had a little pause and said pregnant. Okay. I don't know if that'll ever happen again, but that's the thing that was missing. You know, it was too easy for him to say, yeah, no, by Christmas she was pregnant, just like what's her name, and then what's her name was New Year's. This one was Easter, and it was like, how many guys how many women does he? Anyway, you got it. That was much better, and the ending, the adjustment that you made worked. I was in love with her. I think I'm almost going to say really connect on her before you say, and I still am. Okay. It's almost like I need you to realize that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Okay. I find myself sharing her whole life. I like that was a very different way of doing it. And I liked it because it led into it's a mockery for all those years. I like that, how those two happened that time, Kelly. I don't know what they'll do this time. How can you say that? I think I want to see how much more you can turn up Dino, Kelly. Okay? It's like it's going very well, but you know, as a director, I need to say, where's the limit on that? Where's the limit? When is it too much? So I want you to turn up Dino even more. Got it? That boy, he's going to, making them questions just made that so much stronger. We have a son. I don't want him to, one son, two son. That was much better. You're connected to her on. I want you to turn up the memory of sitting there in that hot, you go to the cemetery every morning, right? And you sit there and you talk to your son, okay? And you can see him, you know, in your memory, whatever else. I just, you know, put that memory, your imagination will do it. Put it what it feels like to sit there and talk to your son. It feels good, okay? It feels good, and at the same time, it's kind of sad. Who gives a shit? Who's talking now? Somebody is talking. Jean? I know what to do, but Kelly taught me.
No, I haven't eaten anything.
It's Steven.
Steven.
I don't. Let me get back to you in terms of time.
Oh,
Steven,
okay.
You're unmuted. But yeah, Jock, you can just mute him like last time. There we go.
Okay. Okay. We have a son. Good. Connect. I need more connections. Still a little fast. So you blame me for his death? You promised me he wouldn't die. Everything. I did everything. I like what's going on there. I think both of you can even turn up the connection even more. Yes, yes, I blame you. Here's where I want more Dino, I think, Kelly. Yes, yes, I blame you. You told me you would save him. The father deluded. That's much better. I think it's going to get better every time you do it because they're so consoled. That was good. And yeah, what goes on in your head? I kind of like the way that went. No, what do you care? I like that. She's not my wife is a love line. I think you could take a little more time before you say, but he is my son. Okay? He is a part of me. Yeah. Just let him handle that. Move out. Oh, God, it's great the way you're taking time in this one, Kelly, before you say move out. That's the best thing. That's better, Jordan, on the this is our history, our life, we are partners. Okay. I need even more love in that line. Okay. I need that a pure love line. Got it? I need you telling her I need you. I love you. You are my wife, and I need you in that line. I need everything in there. Okay. And then she has permission to do that. The only little thing I want, this is directing more than anything, Kelly. On that last thing, I don't care who signs this goddamn thing when. Okay. I think we're paying too much attention that I can't say this line until I sign the paper or until I take my pen out. Forget all that. Okay. These characters have permission to go whenever they're ready to go. All right. I just, at the very end, when you hold that check up, okay, your character just answered. I want you to enjoy telling him that's right. Okay. I want you to, I don't care how you do it, but I want that turned up. The note you got is more. I want more there. I want more. So let's see what happens. Any questions? Back to one. Ready. Action.
All of Amelia knows, but not me.
I thought it would break your heart.
You broke my heart years ago, Enzo. When did it start? According to Cassetti, the payments began in the 1940s.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. It began during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dino went to the hills that year. At Christmas, she was pregnant. So I bought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
Is it that she's different from the others?
I was in love with her. And I still am.
You just want to back it up. Don't break. I just want to back it up. Let's take it from the war, the factory. The start of that was good. Okay. Don't start telling her. I want you to experience all of that. Okay. The factory being bombed. Okay. Them living in the hills. Experience all that. Okay. Now, be careful. I was in love with her. Okay. Just let him do That line and the line that comes out, let him do it. Don't let the actor snuck in there. Don't let him do that. Let's take it again from the war. Or do you want, let's have her say that. That was good. When did it start? According to Consenti, the payments, yeah, let's take it from there, Kelly. Ready? Action.
When did it start? According to Cassetti, the payments began in the 1940s.
Don't break. One more take of that. I want you to smile somewhere in there, Kelly.
When did it start? According to Cassetti, the payment started in the 1950s.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. It began during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dina were in the hills that year. At Christmas, she was pregnant. So I bought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
But she's different from the others.
I was in love with her. And I still am.
I find myself sharing my whole life with a woman I have never met. It makes a mockery of you in those years when Dino was ill and dying.
How can you say that?
That boy. Are you going to give him our factory? Our name? We have a son. I don't want him to.
One son. 2 sons. 5 sons. I miss Dino any less? Every morning I see him in the cemetery. The hospital he died is funded in his name. A school built in his honor.
Honor? Who gives a shit? You were supposed to save him!
You blame me for his death?
You promised me you wouldn't die.
Everything! I did everything! Tables, showing the calories he could eat, what went in, what came out. I grabbed the degrees of albuminuria, the degrees of azotemia, diuresis, and more about nephritis and dystrophy than cars.
Yes! Yes, I blame you! You told me you wouldn't let him die. You promised.
The father, he deluded himself. I will restore my son to health. Swiss doctors, Italian doctors, bullshit. I could not. I did not.
Because you were so consoled at Castavetlo. You lost your attention. Yet another boy getting stronger while Tino got weaker.
What goes on in your head? He got sick. Dystrophy. Kidneys. It destroyed him! It destroyed you. It destroyed us.
What do you care? Why do you care? You have another wife. Another son.
She is not my wife. But he is my son.
Move out. The best thing for you to do is move.
You won't? I'll move upstairs. To the outside eye, nothing will change.
No. Everything will have changed.
This is our history. Our life. We are partners.
Say it again right now with love, just pure love. Go.
This is a history. Our life. We are partners.
These are the papers. I give you power to negotiate on my behalf. There is a problem with your check. You forgot to put your name to it.
This is the gun pointed at my head. You cash it before I conclude a deal? Ferrari is no more.
That's right.
Yeah, God. Okay. It's moving in the right direction every time you do it, Jordan, okay? And that's the thing I want you to feel, okay? Is the surrender that when you surrender, everything happens, okay? This thing kind of takes off. I will do it once more, okay? But I like where you're going now. And again, this is going to be a practice thing. You're going to have to do, because it's almost like we're breaking something that was taught to you or something. I don't know what it is, okay? But we're kind of breaking through that and getting you back to your natural ability to do this really well, okay? So that's kind of what I would work on, if with you anyway. This time, here's a thing that I want to do this time, Kelly, just for a take and just as an experiment. I want you to find as much humor in this scene as you possibly can. Turn that over to her and let's see what she does. Okay, back to the top. Ready. Action.
The whole of Amelia knows and not me.
I thought it would break your heart.
You broke my heart years ago, and so. When did it start? According to Cassetti, the payments began in the 1940s.
The war. The factory had been bombed twice. It began during the worst of it. She worked at Carrozzeria Orlandi. You and Dina were in the hills that year. By Christmas, she was pregnant. So, I bought Castelvetro and she went to live there.
I thought she's different from the others.
I was in love with her. And I still am.
I find myself sharing my whole life with a woman I have never met. It makes a mockery of you in those years when Dina was ill and dying.
How can you say that?
That boy? Is he going to inherit our factory? Huh? Our name? We have a son. I don't want him to.
One son, 2 sons, 5 sons. I miss Dino any less. Every morning I see him in the cemetery. The hospital he died is funded in his name. The school is built in his honor.
Honor? Oh, who gives a shit? You were supposed to save him!
You blame me for his death?
You promised me that Dino wouldn't die.
Everything. I did everything. Tables, showing the calories you could eat, what went in, what went out. I grabbed the degrees of albuminuria, the degrees of azotemia, diuresis. I know more about nephritis and dystrophy than cars.
Yes. Yes! I blame you! You told me you weren't gonna let him die. You promised.
The father, he deluded himself. The great engineer, I will restore my son to health. Swiss doctors, Italian doctors. Bullshit. I could not. I did not.
You were so consoled. I guess so, Edlo. You lost your attention. Yet another boy growing stronger, while Dino grew weaker.
What goes on in your head? He got sick. Dystrophy, kidneys. It destroyed him. It destroyed you. It destroyed us.
Why do you care? Why do you care? You have another wife. Another son.
She is not my wife. But he is my son.
Well, the best thing for you to do is move.
If you want, I'll move upstairs. To the outside eye, nothing will change.
No. Everything will have changed.
This is a history. Our life. We are partners.
These are the papers. They give you power to negotiate on my behalf. There's a problem with your check. You forgot to put your name to it.
This is a gun pointed at my head. You cash it before I conclude a deal? Ferrari is no more.
That's right.
And cut. Cool. There you go. You kind of, I think you memorized a way of how you're going to say that. What is it? This is our history, our life. We are partners. Because you kind of went back to kind of an aggressive way of doing it, and I don't think aggressive is going to work there with her. Okay, that's all. But that's fine. You did it in the take before, so we're all set. That's yeah. Keep doing that. The other thing, here's things for you to work on. One is when you get a scene like this, okay, and it gets to that point where we're at a climax, we're in the hell, of the scene, okay. I want you to make sure to keep both feet. I want you to plant both feet, okay. Just as in preparation, just make sure you do a take or two, either by yourself with an imaginary scene partner or in a rehearsal, that you do a couple takes where you do not move your feet at all. Okay, there's a couple times in there where you like to disperse energy. Everybody does. It's a terrible energy, and so you tend to do that. But it's at times where I would be coming in pretty damn close on you, And if you move that, then the audience gets car sick. Okay, if you do those little movements. So I don't want you conscious of that after somebody says action, but I want that to be part of your preparation. That you do it a couple times without moving, okay? Your feet, or even your hips, because you just did that, okay? just as a preparation, because basically what we're doing is we're giving the character, which lives in the part of our brain where creativity and imagination is, okay? And it takes the whole instrument, not just the brain. Our intellect only uses this. This part of our brain uses everything, okay? So if you kind of show it how it can do it without movement, it'll hold that and it'll use it or not use it as it sees fit, okay? In the take before, there was a time when you went like this and it worked, okay? Because the character was like, ouch, this hurts, okay? So it's not that we can't do that. It's that we try these things and we be aware of them. In our preparation, our job is to give the character as many tools as we can, physical, vocal, emotional, whatever, okay? That's preparation is not about deciding how. It's about giving such a variety that the actor doesn't know what the character is going to use, okay? That's a prerequisite for you to arrive on a set, that you've done it so many different ways, in every way, spiritually, physically, every way, okay? That when you get to that set, you don't know what the character is going to do. That's paramount now, the way we're shooting things and the scripts that we're getting. That's very important that every actor is able to do that, to arrive on that set and not know, okay? So that was good. I would play around with that. That was a lot. I mean, there you go. There's a scene. You're doing a little better than what's his name. Okay, so keep working on this. Again, it's practice. We got to break you out of an old habit, I think, more than anything. Kelly, the reason I did that, here's the thing about you. Good, and your acting is getting strong. It's getting very strong, okay? The thing that happens sometimes is you tend to play, it's not a conscious thing, it tends to look moody. Does that make sense? And so the quickest way for you to get rid of that in your preparation is literally do the scene like with all the humor you can find, you know? And really do that a couple times, because just telling you that note, it's not that you made things more humorous, but more variety showed up in her. I don't know if you felt that or not, but there were certain areas that she did very differently than she had done them before. So it's almost like give yourself permission to, do every kind of thing. And I think with you, because at times when I'm looking at it, just in terms of cinematography and stuff, it's a moody look, not all the time. But I would say as preparation, do a lot of variety with your character. And I would especially go for humor or irony or sarcasm. Go in those directions a lot in your preparation, okay? Because just telling you that there was more variety in her in some of these sections. And it's not that the other ones were wrong. These are all good takes. I want more variety. I want extraordinary from you now. I don't want excellent anymore. I want extraordinary, okay? And I think that's going to be in your preparation of trying, again, the same thing, as many different choices as you can, but moving towards humor is going to, it's going to change the way you look on camera, I think. It's not that you have to make the scene funny, but I think in your preparation, that'll help. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think the more kind of variety that you do in your own preparation, then the more you give the character to work with. Like I was saying with Jordan, I mean, it's different because you're a very different actor than Jordan. But the deal is, these are all good takes, and now we need to move you into extraordinary. Now we need to move you into the big roles, okay? And that's a thing that's for you to do on your own in your preparation. Make sense? But nice work. Good to see you again. And good to see you, Jordan. That's cool. Everybody can come back if you want. You don't have to. Yeah, cool. Okay. He's still in his car. My God. Are you living in your car now, Stephen? Okay. Nice to see you. Okay. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? And if you don't, that's fine. And you can email me. Don't forget, you can email me. You have my email. If you have any questions later, or you wonder about something, don't hesitate. You're in the, oh, question, Barbara.
I don't have a question. I want to say, just want to say thank you for letting me snoop.
Oh, that's fine. You and I are buddies from, way back. We won't tell them when. Yeah. So no, I'm glad you were able to come in and watch. Yeah.
I mean, I'm always fascinated with watching a scene and then getting notes, and then everything changes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you get more notes. It's just so exciting to see.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's cool, isn't
I
it?
just want to acknowledge everybody for just doing that, and thanks
Yeah.
for the entertainment.
Yeah. Barbara is an actress and has been an actress as long as I've been an actor. Okay. And she's also I guess I would say a life coach for actors. Is that a good definition? So then,
A career navigator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing. Person.
Yeah. And she's excellent at that. So if you want, I'll make sure to give you kind of her information as well. And if you would like that, she's excellent at that. And she does these workshops all over the world. So
I didn't come on to.
No, I know you didn't, but it's important for me to tell them you were important to me. You're important to a lot of actors that I work with. And I just wanted them to know.
I have a client that I'm late for.
Okay.
But this was too good to stop.
Good.
And let's have, let's get together.
Oh yeah, we have to get together, have lunch again or something. Yeah.
I don't know where you all live, but I mean, I'd get together with you if you were in LA. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, okay. See you, Barbara. Good. Anything else? Everybody all set? All right. We will see. I'll let you know. You guys are in the loop, so you'll be informed as to what's coming up again. I may, we're just trying to get more LA people to come and at least just watch it. So we're trying a couple of new things. So I think I probably might do another one. And if you're interested, let me know. And otherwise, don't be afraid to email me. Go to the website. You can find out what I'm doing. And hopefully we'll see you all. That was so much fun for me. And I love working with all of you. So I hope we can continue to do that.
Thank you so much, Jacques. You're going to be
Thank you so much,
sending
Jacques.
us the new workshops, right?
The new what?
Workshops or classes. You're going to send us, right? To our email addresses.
Yes. You will be aware of when the online one, we're doing another one for the European actors, but I think I'm going to combine them both. So I will definitely let you know when the international online class starts. Okay. And for all of you, people that have been with me for a while, you're going to get a special discount on that. Okay, and that'll go back to the regular, sort of the formula we use with first works 1 week, second works the second week. That'll go back to that kind of formula. But the same idea, and the deal is whether you end up doing that or not, it'll start in November, it looks like. But for all of you, the deal is practice, okay? We don't learn this thing by thinking about it or talking about it or reading books about it, although those are helpful. We actually learn this by doing it. Okay? So no matter what, you keep doing it. Okay? And hopefully we'll see you all soon.
Thank you so much.
Nice work. That was fun.
See you in a couple hours, Doc.
Good rest of the day. Bye.
See you in a couple hours, Kelly. Thanks for doubling.
Yeah. Bye.
We'll see you.